a chance to get in here. Why is Solid speaking? As I said, I'm giving you all a chance to get in here. First one in, please let me know if I'm loud enough. Visit the website, upscaleknowledge.org. Subscribe. And salam. Start at about the 2-minute mark. Peace and wisdom, Sean Fletcher. I'm clear, right? Or do I need to speak louder? Salam, hopefully everyone's well. I want to explain spirits to you guys. This has to do with angels, demons, and God. Now, wisdom in everything has to do with balance. Balance is fair. You have to be fair in your perspective to grasp an overall point. I'm saying that because in today's times, you all seeking attention online. And so with this generation, you guys watch TV. Peace and wisdom, Nuster B. Long time. I know you've been around though, but it just popped in my mind. You haven't been in my mind for quite a while. No spiciness included. I know how y'all are. Any angle y'all get to be spicy. Ooh, Silas, you want to go on a date? I'm just playing, brother. Peace and wisdom, Alandis. I'm fine. As you age, you just settle. Ain't never nothing wrong when you're old. There's always something wrong when you're young. I don't think y'all realize y'all go through many puberties. Not just the puberty we know of. I guess women go through like a menopause and then I don't think these things stop. The puberties, the comings of age. But so the only one I suppose is documented as puberty is that hair on the ding-a-ling thing. Salam. Now, you guys seek a lot of attention in the daytime. With this generation, like I said, you guys kind of watch online. I guess y'all have a perspective like this. And this is important for those of y'all that's older. Because when we're speaking to the young, we forget they don't know nothing but online times. They don't know anything else. I'm saying that because y'all watch online and then y'all mimic whatever y'all like. You get it? Let's say you're young, you watch I'm Wise, you watch me. Then you mimic that, like, y'all want to be what y'all see in perspective. I don't know how to explain it. I guess it's the same when I was young, but we didn't have online. So we like mimicking Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson. Y'all are mimicking anything that y'all see if it has a view count next to it. In that, I've never seen so many babies wise in my life. I'll be 20 years old, mad, compassionate. Wisdom's a real thing. It comes with age. Even if you don't know no scholarship, anything. Wisdom, which is, going through the cycles and kind of becoming aware of how things go. From seeing repeated cycles, you kind of get a perspective. I'm saying that because if you're young, y'all everything before y'all anything. And this is why the times is so scrambled like that. You get my point? Y'all will have not read a book, but you a whole scholar. You will say the books don't matter, but the topic you speaking on come from the book. So it do matter. So it's the same with the reverse. If you tell a Hebrew, make a point without the book. I suppose life come before the book. Teach me without it. Y'all brainwashed. Meaning everybody is brainwashed under something. It's about overcoming these brainwashes, getting the will free. The will is the mind. Peace and wisdom, Titan Mac G. And so I'm saying all of that in a nutshell. Because talking to y'all is kind of redundant. Meaning if a point is made, y'all will skip over it. And that you come to realize everybody's going to do whatever they want. It's not about right and wrong. Truth and lie. It's about you guys doing whatever you want to do. Whenever you want to do it. This is the deep part. Make sure you listen. You see how y'all got all these rules over y'all, but y'all only do the rules y'all want, when y'all want, never really being aware of that? Y'all in a game of doing whatever y'all want to do, whenever y'all want to do it. But at the same time, you convince yourself. It's a deep mind game. I don't know if most of y'all can follow, but it's about coming under truth and right. But like I said, most people are on a path of doing what they want. But they don't call it that. They're not even aware of that. See, if me and you having a discussion and you come to realize I'm right, well, you might not acknowledge it. In that, do you get my point? You're on a path of doing what you want. Let's say somebody you're scared of tells you something wrong, but you're scared, so you go along with it. But you did that because you wanted to. You get my point? You say, no, they bullied me to do it. No, you were scared to stand up, so you did what you wanted in that moment instead of what's right, instead of what's true. And so most of y'all call true and right whatever you want to do, even if it's not what you truly want to do, but that's what you chose to do. Somebody presses up against you, you choose to run. You didn't really want to run, but you chose to run because you chose not to do what would have been right, which is stand up and get beat up or whatever would happen with that. You get my point? In that, when you look at the psychology of man, it's too tangled up. And this is what the ego is all about. When I always tell you guys, ego got to do with you convincing yourself you're right when you want. You get my point? Meaning y'all always right. Whatever y'all do. And if you feel you're not, then you were forced. You were bullied. You're a victim. Are y'all following? This is stuff for y'all to apply to yourselves. This is how you grow. There's only one thing, truth and right. Righteousness means you're on the right path. Right means like, what's right? You can't be biased or unfair to get to righteousness and truth. Peace and wisdom, Jason Curtis. And so a lot of y'all have to start with the basic fundamentals of wisdom. You can watch all the videos you want and convince yourself whoever you want to be wise is wise. But it all starts with the fundamentals, which is balance and honor, fair and honesty. And most too lost in their ego. The ego being whatever you say is right to you when you want it to be. But it goes far more deeper than that. Like I said, y'all always do whatever y'all want when y'all want. You get my point? And so maybe you'll become aware of that on your path of wisdom. Meaning, it doesn't matter how many Jews I give you guys or how much wisdom I give y'all, y'all not never gonna learn anything. Because you're gonna see things however you want. And you're gonna see things depending on what side of the spectrum you're on in the moment. Meaning you're lost in the duality. In that, you get my point? Y'all pull from either side and be either side whenever it's beneficial to self. Can't get wisdom that way. Now let's get to this deep video. Peace and wisdom, kind, and everybody else I missed. Now here's everything you need to know about the spirits. You have the eternal dead, or the living dead. This is the damned. These are your angels and demons, or spirits. The ones that you've heard of by name. Let's say you're a Christian, so you heard of angels. You heard of like Michael. I'm naming the angels like Michael, Raphael, Leonardo. I'm sorry, I'm naming Ninja Turtles. I did that on purpose. I like bothering you guys a little bit. It's fun. In any event, you know the Archangel Michael, and Gabrielle, and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. I can't help myself. You guys are like children, man. Everything was personified so you guys can grasp. Now I got lost in the personification. And Jesus lived up the street and he's coming back. He's coming back with a vengeance. I say, damn, Jesus sound like Tito up the block. Block coming back with a vengeance. He want his block back and they got the... I have to stop teasing y'all. I forgot y'all are childish. Now, you have the spirits of the... You have the eternal dead, the damned. This is the living dead. These are the ones y'all heard of by name, whatever you may follow. Let's say you into Spiritism. Let's say you into Yoruba. Whatever you're into, there's specific names for certain entities. I'm speaking about those entities. Even the Neter in ancient Egypt, they would classify as what I'm talking about. The eternal dead, the living dead. Living dead because they ain't in the physical life. In the underworld aspect of the life. The underworld aspect of the life is within all the darkness, outside of physical life. That's one aspect of the spirits, the ones y'all heard of. Then you have the people that died, the people that were alive, lived and died. Separate those two. Meaning the people that live and die, these are spirits too, when they die. Then you have the living dead or the eternal dead, the damned. That's where they've been and that's where they always gonna be. And so like I said, separate the two. But they're not separate. Now, let's start with aliens. Just to help y'all grasp. There's no aliens. That description, meaning the name and the description y'all have of aliens, is the description of the spirits. Even in religion, the descriptions y'all have of the angels and the demons is the description of the spirits. Same in Hinduism, Buddhism. Their deity and their description is the description of the spirits. Same in ancient Egypt with the Neter, the spirits. Now, let's say you're a Hindu. You might not be that fluent on Islam, but it's all, in the same area, so to say. In Islam, you got the Hin, the Bin, and the Jinn. You can classify this as spirits. Hinduism is the worship of the Hin. Jainism is the worship of the Jinn. You get it? Buddhism, the worship of the Den. Different levels of spirits. And so the point I'm making is everything y'all have is like an ode to the spirits. Whether you speak in religion, the movies y'all watch, alien talk, it's all for the spirits. Now, the word alien derives from the ancient Hebrew word alien. You can Google this, but you're not going to get that reality. But you don't need to Google anything. You know how to pronunciate. And culture's going to spell things different, but pronunciate it the same. Like I said, that the new word alien come from the old Hebrew word alien. In the daytime, Shallah led to pronounce it Elyon, but it's Elion, like Eli Eli. Eli, E-L-Y, Eli, O-N, Elion. That's where that word alien comes from. And Elion is the Most High. That's what alien means, the Most High. But it's speaking in regards to the spirits. The ancient Hebrews was into Kabbalah magic, or playing with the spirits. Simple thing to grasp. You read the Bible. Moses turned sticks into snakes, so on and so forth. It's about spirits. Now, Elion is the most high over all the spirits. Let's say the 72 spirits that Solomon bound. They all have name and description, but it's more than that. But let's say the 72 that Solomon bound. Depending on what culture you come from. So they may have different names for these 72, but the names is not important. The understanding is important. Meaning if you know how to contact these spirits. Now these demons, they have physical, and I'm trying to get y'all to grasp. You don't have no, whatever y'all have is just, it's the sorcery. The after gets, see the demons. Remember, this is wisdom of old. In the daytime, y'all don't have this. Well, y'all do, but y'all don't know what y'all have. Now you have these 72 demons that Solomon bound. More than that, but let's just stick with that. Of course, they have different names in different cultures. In Yoruba, you have a whole list of lower. These are spirits. I'm saying that so you can grasp. Different cultures gonna have different names for these demon or daemon. Peace and wisdom. I'm not playing. Am I clear now? Oh, I hate to have to do this over. I was having issues with Wi-Fi. Let me know if I'm clear. I'm gonna continue. Now, like I said, you have these 72 demons that Solomon bound, but different cultures have different names for their demon or their spirits. Let's call them spirits. If they're good angels, if they're not, demon. Man be the judge. Man dumb as hell. So I'm saying that so you can grasp. Man is classifying which ones they say angel and demon amongst the spirits. But man ain't that great of a judge of character, so he do what he want always. He don't follow truth and right. He follow what he want. You have these 72 demons that Solomon bound. Like I said, other cultures have different names. The wisdom is what's important though. Now these demons have description, physical description, and you can see them in real time, but you have to know the seal. Now when you're dealing with seals, meaning the seal is how you contact the spirits. This can be done right now, but y'all don't have that knowledge anymore, and I see why. And I see why they took it away. Damn, I'm breaking up again. Peace and wisdom, Khan. Can I get some thumbs up? Be dying to stop. Woo! I'll be dying to stop the video. Y'all be giving me everything I need to be like. Adios. Adios. Sayonara. Losing my urge to speak. It's more funny to just sit back and watch. Salam. Now. You have thousands of psychedelic plants on the planet. And their substances can be merged with one another. In that you could make thousands and thousands of different sequences of the merging of these substances. And the specific merging of, specific psychedelic substances is how you contact these demons in regards to you seeing them, talking to them, and having a relationship. Now, of course, y'all don't know the recipe. And that's what the seal is, the recipe of how you contact the spirit. It's a psychedelic drug thing. But you have to know the specific recipe. And so when you look at the seal is the chemical formula of the substance. Or you can say the seal is written or drawn in the shape of the chemical structure. To give you an example, H2O is the chemical formula for what liquid? Water. H2O, because of the atoms binding together, you get a structure. Every substance has a chemical formula, like H2O, meaning a recipe. And that recipe has a structure. Now, I'm going to show you an image from my book so you can grasp. Look below. That's the seal of Marex. That's a demon. See the seal? Now, on the side of it, that's the chemical structure of ephedrine. Get it? Ancient way, modern way. Ancient, modern. Now, of course, the seal has more than just ephedrine in it. The seal is a mixture of substances. So you get my point? If you're a scientist, then this is all simple to you. If you're just a common person, then you're lost. Meaning you'll never find the recipe. You'll never contact the spirits. And that was the point. So they banned spirit summoning practices in the 1600s or before, Salem witch trials thing. What I'm showing you now is ethanol. This is a key ingredient in beer. If you look at the chemical structure of ethanol, and you look at the way they drew Boer, the spirit, do you grasp? Boer is like beer, which is the substance. Ethanol being the main ingredient, that's its chemical structure. Now, of course, y'all have like watered down beer, or y'all have the watered down. I don't want you to get lost and say, I drink beer all the time, I never seen Boer. You don't have that beer. Maybe if you was making beer yourself, directly from the plant. I don't even know if this generation knows that beer, you get my point? Everything we have, it come from plants. I'm not sure if y'all can even grasp anything. These are the seals, are the recipes. Peace and wisdom. Why do y'all be, it's just a real question. Why do y'all be overly pretending like y'all Christians? I'm just asking. Because none of y'all are Christians. I'm just being real. I know we live in fake times, but nobody in life is a Christian, but y'all profess it. Like, repent and give your life to Jesus and all this weird stuff. What's the point of that? Just a question. I'm sure there's numerous Christians in here. It's not a trick question, just answer the question. You can't be a Christian, but you're ashamed to be a Christian here. But you're not ashamed to be a Christian when you're at the church. And when you're working for your Jewish or Muslim boss, I'm just asking. Khan said, because they hate Muslims, vice versa. It's a good answer. I'm just giving y'all wisdom is a waste of time. You have to start with balance and honor. But I don't think most of y'all, you get it? Not too far gone. And that whatever I'm explaining becomes a waste of time. Well, a waste of my time. And so if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. I'll do this video another day. I'm for people that's wise. Meaning my purpose of coming is for those that's seeking wisdom for real. A lot of y'all have, you got too much, negativity with you, so to say. I'm not saying negativity in regards to what I want to hear, don't. I'm saying negativity in regards to, you get my point? I've got a lot of chaos inside. Most of the things y'all do is for rebellion purposes. It has nothing to do with, you get my point? Y'all kind of dirty. Look at it like this. Y'all will come together to tear down, but never to build. Both being works. But those that tear down, look at that as work. You get my point? They view building as work. Tearing down as fun, but they're both work. Y'all on a tearing yourselves down path. Salam, shalom. Kind of childish, and you get my point? It's like I said, we live in a whole nother times. So they say that hat. Some of y'all so young, you embarrassing yourself. This is a brim. Y'all favorite person in the world used to wear these. His name is Tupac. These is before y'all time, before my time. After we all dead, the brim's gonna always be what it is. And some of y'all so young and dumb like that, you just completely embarrass yourself. You have no awareness of it. So where's your organ grinding, man? You change the subject and go into dumb. You get my point? And these is not trolls. I know y'all would like to believe they are. I'll say dumb things, then y'all feel dumb. And then you get my point? Kind of carry on acting dumb on purpose to make it look like, no, I'm just trolling. Nah, you just dumb. Because that's not the place for that. Dumb is frowned upon here. You got a lot of hours out the day to be dumb. Peace and wisdom, England. Now, like I said, if you have any questions, y'all can ask. Other than that, most of these things is over y'all head. You get my point? Discussions. Now, I have to get to a place of pureness inside so y'all can speak from the heart. Make sense. Know why you do what you do when you get my point? Y'all kind of on little kid time. A lot of y'all are little kids. I'll let you go, the one, Nicole, whoever. I'm not concerned how a hat makes me millions of perspectives in life. My brain ain't shallow, come back then. Salam. Some of y'all so butthurt and burnt out in life. You get my point? Filthy words come from the self. And your insults come from your own broken hurtness inside. Don't have anything to do with me. You probably look filthy. If I stand up, you get my point? You will be jealous and hating for a whole nother goddamn year. Now, Jason Curtis said, can you explain the serpent in the Garden of Eden? Didn't you write that in a comment? Let me know how old you are, Jason Curtis. I didn't think you could put images here. Maybe you just wrote that. I don't know. You said, can you explain the serpent in the Garden of Eden? Was that actually Satan? I'm confused on why Adam and Eve would eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil if they were already created in God's image. Oh, that's what the image is for. Let me get the water. How do y'all skip past understanding? 28. That's a good age. Young though. You skipping past understanding. Let's start with the first part of your question. You said, can you explain the serpent in the Garden of Eden? Do you understand what the Garden of Eden is and who the serpent is? Now, more than likely, your answer gonna be, no. I couldn't tell you who or where that was in real life, right? But you're trying to understand, like, was that Satan? You don't know who Satan is either. So my question to y'all is, what are y'all trying to understand? You see my point? Y'all lost on lie to the point where the mind is completely scrambled up. Y'all forgot truth. In that, y'all got a whole bunch of hearsay that you never got no confirmations on. And then you get my point? You're like, okay, so it's the serpent, the Satan? You don't know what nothing is you talking about. Meaning every character or thing you're saying, you don't know what the thing is in real life. So how are you ever going to understand? Meaning if I say, no, that wasn't Satan, what does that do for you? If I say, yeah, that was Satan, what would that do for you? You don't know what Satan is. You don't know who Adam is or Eve, the garden either. You follow my point? I'm not sure if y'all it's like I said, y'all have too much inside. Before you get the wisdom, there got to be a cleansing. In that, I don't know if you think I'm insulting you or if you actually can get what I'm telling you, which is you can't be answered because you don't know what you're talking about. I'm not saying what you're talking about ain't something. I'm saying you don't know it in any way. If I say, who is Satan? You don't know really. Say like a name I heard. Who God? Where's the Garden of Eden? You get it? All of this is just hearsay stuff to you. Nothing you know. In that, how is it possible to teach you? Or anybody? Meaning this is your mind. You see how you're not answering. I'm speaking to you, the person that asked the question. If you know what Satan and all these things are, then just say like, yeah, I do. Like right what it is. I'm saying all I'm saying because I can explain this to you, but you ain't gonna grasp nothing. You're not into the grasping part. Otherwise, you would have realized, I don't know who Satan and none of this is. And so when I asked the man, was that Satan in the garden? I don't know what the serpent or Satan is. He said, that's facts. I was only asking because this is for my Christian worldview class for my school. Christian worldview class. Y'all throwed up. I'm not a Christian, champ. I try not to deal with Christians if I don't have to. Because a Christian got lie problems, meaning the brain is tangled up. That's all it means, be a liar. You can believe whatever lie, you get my point? I think y'all think lie mean on purpose. I could convince you a lie, you blurting it out everywhere. You a liar too. You just the one that got tricked, but let me help you as fast as I can. You laughing, y'all can't, I have to see y'all long dumb. Before y'all come to get wisdom, y'all got to see y'all own stupidity, because once it's brought to your attention, then most people take offense. Say, man, he trying to embarrass us. Blood. Hi, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. And this is what I mean. Y'all watch TV all day, YouTube. And that, you get my point? Y'all on a whole nother reality that makes no sense. But let me help you out for your Christian worldview class. This generation think this stuff is like gangs. It's not serious to them. Meaning Islam, Christianity. If you're my age, you'll come to realize this is not serious to them. It's all a game that they play online. When I was growing up, we stayed away from that stuff in terms of like claiming it, you know, because we were bad. We knew, like, no, I'm a bad kid. I ain't gonna disrespect what I view as God. Like, you get my point? So I had a few Muslim homeboys. They was raised up Muslim, but like I said, we was bad. And so they wouldn't tell you they was Muslim, you know? Out of respect for Allah. It's just disrespectful to be outside selling dope and doing dumb shit, talking about I'm Muslim. That is a complete disrespect. So in my day, you ain't see too much of that with the kids. Whatever they was raised up as, Christian, whatever. You had enough brains to know, listen, man, I ain't actually living all the way right. I am what I am, but I have to be right. In that, I'm not going to just be, you get it? In that, most of my generation don't know what nobody is. Meaning, if you're 40 years old and up, and I ask you, what's your friend? You don't really, you like, I don't know. Maybe you know now that y'all older, but growing up, you get my point? The Muslim kid was trying to pretend like he wasn't Muslim when he was hanging with his friends. I had a few Arab friends, you know, it's different when I was growing up. The little Arab Muslim now, he looked like a regular American when I was growing up, you feel me? Blood looked like he just came from, like he just came from over that place. Peace and wisdom, Zenith, the block captain. Darius said, a 4-month-old baby dies in a storm is called an act of God. Maybe there is no God. There is a God. It's a lamb. That's a goat. And y'all use this goat to blame anything y'all want on. A baby dies. That was an act of God. Why would God let a baby die? You get it? That religion already explained to y'all everything. I just don't know what's wrong with y'all brains. God is some shit y'all just step on. It's y'all personal little doormat. If shit ain't going your way, you be like, why, God? Why me? And when shit going your way, you be like, thank you, God. Scapegoat, you know? It's just this thing y'all use whenever y'all want, however y'all want. It's just the word, though. I don't want anyone to get lost. We just speaking about a word. You know, in the beginning was the word. And the word was with God, and the word was God. A word. If you say no, 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 no. No, yeah, 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 yeah. Don't say he said, repent, Jesus loves you. Blood never seen Jesus, he only know the word. Jesus, that word. What you gonna tell me? Jesus came and personally seen you? Nobody else? I got the word. What word is that? Allah. Ellie. Jesus. Whatever y'all can think. Said, I am my savior. Y'all couldn't save yourselves from shit. When you fall into unconscious sleep, you saved yourself from it? No. I'm just saying all this so y'all can see y'all know absolutely nothing. But y'all talk too much and know too much already to know anything. Ever. Now I'm gonna help you guys out. Asking more questions and saying more things than I can keep up with. You talk too fast. They said, who are the Moabites on the earth today? You niggas are so lost. I feel so sorry for y'all. You niggas pulling for nationalities that don't even exist no more. He said, I'm a Moabite. Blood, a Moabite is a nigga from BC. Come on, blood, what are you talking about? You know, don't get offended and feel like shit because you ain't realize you was a goddamn fool. Man, a Hebrew, a Moabite, a nigga, a Canaanite. Once you get to talking like that, you like a nigga with bell bottoms on and an afro. Talking about what's the boogie cat daddy? Passing times, big baby. Not me, y'all know I keep that thing alive, big baby. But do you get my point? What are you gonna go down to the DMV and be like, I'm a Moabite? A Hebrew will tell you up and down his nationality is a Hebrew Israelite. Until you tell that nigga, let me see your ID. Come here, little Puerto Rican boy, let me see your ID. You know what it's gonna say on his ID? Run down on a Jewish man with the curly sideburns asking the same thing. Hey, sir, let me see your ID. They ain't got none because they don't need none. They gave them niggas reparations. They bought everything. If y'all ever was wondering, how did the Jews get so much control? They gave them niggas reparations. They ain't dumb like black people and bought Cadillacs and shit. These niggas bought all the land and real estate with that money. When I was growing up in Harlem, I used to go get these lemon cookies from my favorite grocery store. Black man owned it. There was a store a couple of blocks down too. It was another favorite store. That's where I used to get my sour powers from. Old black lady owned it. The point I'm making is every store in Harlem was a black owned store. Next thing you know, Jews bought it. Jews bought everybody out. If you wondering what happened, that's what happened. Reparations in the buyings of everybody out of the lands, clothing, shelter. Now the Jews own everything. Now let me help y'all out. Nesta B. I got you, Nesta B. Let me keep up with y'all questions because I'm getting too far behind. Now, Christianity. Christianity start with Abraham. So do Islam and Judaism. They're Abrahamic religions. Abraham was in the spirit worshiping, like I explained to y'all a little bit in this video with the substances and taking them and yeah. And when you're dealing with the spirits, of course, you have Elion. This is the most high above all of them. So I suppose whoever fell into that practice of old in the past, that would have been a goal to find Elion amongst all the spirits. Now those that decide to take the substance and, you get it? Go to the spirit and have a relationship with it. They make a pact. Or they come to realize they're going to be in that dark space. Think like if you took DMT, so you went wherever you went and you was talking to whatever entities you were, that they come to realize I'm going to be stuck here in whatever this realm is. Again, they the living dead, they're going to be there forever. Well, let's say Abraham's messing with spirit summoning practices. You come to realize, I am going to be in the abyss for this. Meaning I fall under this spirit now. You have legions. You have all the spirits that's named in their title and order. And then you have the legions. This is just your countless many spirits of the dead. This is basically people that worship these spirits, whether by trick or by summoning. And so the summoner, let's say Abraham, he summoned these spirits. He realized he's going to be in the abyss. He's going to be a legion. It's the countless and nameless that's just lost in the abyss. Because they either summoned one of the spirits with order and rank, or they was tricked into. And so all the legions, they worship one of the spirits with rank and title. If you a person that's alive and you playing in this practice, so the legions is just the legions to you. You don't really know how they got there and what the hell. They like everybody in the world. You get my point? Now y'all all over the place. They worship Allah. They worship God. They fighting. These niggas over here fighting. They like that. Like I said, it's the people that lived and died. But now let's say Abraham. He's messing with this practice. And that's not say he was, but he was. He realized he's going to end up in the abyss. He's going to end up a legion. So he have to sacrifice others for like his place. Meaning he can make a pact with the spirit and say, well, if I give you somebody else in my place, the spirit say, I want the whole world in your place. So Abraham say, okay, I'm going to create a religion then, and whoever ain't got no fucking honor, I'm going to sacrifice him to you. So the question is posed. Is Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior? The Lamb, he's going to die for your sins. Do you agree? Your ass selfish, so you say, yeah, I agree with that. That part, you'll do. That part. Abraham just put the whole world under religion to get himself out of wherever he at now. Shit carried on with his sons because he knew he's going to be there forever. And they working to get Abraham out the abyss as I speak. That's why y'all all in religion now. It's a deep thing. My little ladies is, they like that morning stuff. To steal a Holy Ghost from Big Uzi early in the morning, but I tell them, hold on, I got to go to work. No, I'm sorry. What was that? I am so hot. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm an asshole. Oh, I look sexy with the hat off, too. I don't want to hold you. I just put the hat on just to put it on. I could go raw daddy. Nah. Now, where was that? Abraham sacrificing the whole world. Thank you for your give back, whoever that was. I'm going ahead and, you niggas be pocket watching. So I was getting too many give backs this morning. No, no, no. More. More. Am I too funny to be a wise man? Hit y'all with that more. Give me body. You know, like Queen Latifah said, don't make me wait. Come into my house. Give me body. Give me body. Now, where was I? Forgot y'all too young. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Now, that nigga crazy, right? They don't know who Queen Latifah is, none of her songs, nothing. Like, this wasn't even that long ago. I'm only 40. Like, how long ago you think my childhood was? 25 years ago? That part. This generation don't know nothing. Queen Latifah is an actor. Queen Latifah is somebody grandmama to them. Man, I'm somebody grandmama to them. So if you older than 42 years old, which is my age, your ass is ancient to a 25-year-old in the daytime. He said, who is Big Daddy Kane? And what does he have to do with Puff Daddy? Because they think anything anything with daddy attached, they say, nah, that's Puff Daddy crew. That daddy-os. The raper. Where was that? No. This is why y'all have the religions y'all have. And sacrifice parties. Meaning, people get lost in the spirit summoning. Abraham's the best, because you get it? You have the 3 Abrahamic religions, and y'all all going right into them. So he's like the best. Blood is like Merlin, you know, a Bromelin. Like Merlin. This is not fictional characters. These is legends beyond what y'all can grasp. These is people who were masters at summoning the spirits, meaning they knew all the recipes. They knew which substances to mix together to go directly to the spirit, get whatever information they needed from the spirit, build their pack. Hopefully the spirit lead them to a spirit higher than them. They're trying to get the alien. This is God the Most High. It's the devil, but that's the only God there is. It's what y'all know is Satan. And Satan is a word for self, and this nigga is the self. Y'all are all just bootleg versions of the Satan. This has to do with individuality in an individual. Selfishness. Before individuals, all is whole. All is one. You get my point? And so look at it like that. One mind can become many individuals. And if you lost, shit, I got 2 kids. That's one mind becoming 2 more. Some of y'all got 8 kids. You bust like 8 nuts. You got like 8 kids. You bust more nuts than that, but you get what came forth. You made 8 upper individuals from your one mind. Like that. That's how life is. All is whole, then there's the casting away. In the beginning, the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters in the darkness. It was dark and void. He was there alone. That's the devil. You tell a Christian, your book is about the devil. This is God. So it starts from his beginnings. He was in the dark alone. And he said, let there be light, because it's dark as shit in here. I can't see nothing. This is how, the devil fashioned his world. Like I said, he was kicked into the darkness. You got to make home out of it. Worship the devil, like I always say. But it's on purpose. The devil is Elion, the Most High. The Most High over all other spirits. So let's say Abraham contacted Elion and realized he's going to be a legion in hell, or in those realms with the rest of the spirits. So let the sacrificing of the world begin, so he get out. In that, y'all are tested with the question, is Jesus your Lord and Savior? Jesus is God to y'all. God is the personification of good. So y'all say, yeah, Jesus is my Lord and Savior. He's my lamb. This is to say your scapegoat. This is to say he's going to die for your wrongdoings. This would mean that you're selfish. This would mean you have no honor. Again, God gonna die for your sins. You cool with that? You say, yeah. I say, come on, you can be a Christian. I love you, brother. The Lord loves you. And your ass going to hell in my place. Who's next? You believe Jesus is your Lord and Savior? Jesus is God over life. I'm going to die for you in your wrongdoings. Yes, I'm going to wash up in the blood of the Lamb. Yeah, come, my child. You are great. You're a Christian now. Come on. Come over here. Go recruit more. Hurry up. Get the going. Like that. That's why y'all Christians. It's a test against y'all honor. If y'all say, no, I don't see why God gonna die for my sins. What sins? Get on out of here. You're the devil. Get away. You know why? You nigga looking for shit to sacrifice. Only the dishonorable at heart. Now, if you were a Christian, did you ever think about that? Did you ever say to yourself, this is not an honorable religion because God's going to die for all of us? And that don't make no sense in regards to honor and morals. In regards to me being a follower of the world, yeah, God's going to die for my sins, yippity whippity. In regards to if I'm a person with morals and honor, what sense that make? God going to die for the sins of... Sin is bad. That means the religion is based on bad over good. God is good. Everybody else is sinner. God going to die for everybody else is not just. Because you only care about yourself truly, it is just to you. You say, no, it is like that because that's what it said. So what? What that mean? And so do you get it? Y'all signed up to die by trick. But it's not a trick. If you don't have no honor, no balance, meaning you're not fair in your perspective, anybody could be fucked in your place to you. If you got that kind of mind and heart truly, you will agree that God could die for you. If you don't have that kind of mind and heart, you're going to question. I'm with you on the God part, but it's the killing God part and all of that I'm lost on. You can't be a part of Christianity if you don't agree that God will die for you. That's the most important part. Blasphemy against God. And you know if anybody ever comes to Abraham, challenging him on his moral, he'll win. Say, I ain't lied to them. I tested they lie. They went with it. They'll do it. Life is a test against your selfish nature. That's it. You fall into a religion, just a test of your selfish nature and how much you will go with the world to be accepted. Look over morals and values and say, no, but that's God. You ain't even making no sense now. Morals and values come before God. Truth and all these things come before God. But since it don't to you, that's how your God the devil. And you don't even realize it. See, I have this story of this dude cast away to the darkness. And so, do you get it? Y'all are sacrificed there because you don't have no honor. And so, if you was wondering, how did Christianity come to be? It just got to do with a sorcerer of old trying to sacrifice his way out of being a legion. He's a legion, I'm sure of it. I'm sure Abraham been dead a long time ago. He could sacrifice the whole world to whatever spirit he want. He's still gonna be there. Does that make sense to y'all? And so if you're a Muslim, Christian, or anything, that's why you are. It got to do with religion of old, which has to do with, worshiping the spirits. And then one trying to get themselves out of that, sacrifice the rest of y'all. Morilla 27 said, protecting your life is selfish. Letting somebody go down for your own wrongdoings is selfish. Whatever you do, you do. If you did sin, you need to be held accountable for that sin. It's not about you being wrong and somebody else going down for that wrong. But if you have that mind, then you get it. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. Meaning when y'all die and find yourselves face to face with the devil, Satan. Like I said, all the spirits got real description. When y'all find yourselves face to face with Satan, realizing I got tricked. Fuck. Well, what was good for Jesus, good for you. Meaning when the devil tell you, you're going to die for my sins. All of y'all are here to die for my sins. What you gonna say? No, that ain't right. It was right for Jesus. Shit was good enough for your Lord and Savior. Why it ain't good enough for you? If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. You're flip-flopping. That's why I say in the Bible, Jesus gonna tell y'all, depart from me. Workers of lawlessness. Flip-flopping around all the time. It was good for me to die for you, right? Now you could go die for the devil. That was the whole point of that. So I always tell y'all, God can't die. You got to be a goddamn fool if you think. God could get beat up and put on a cross and die, you dumb. If that's a reality movie, then what is God? Some weak shit? That part. Ain't got nothing to do with none of that. It got to do with what you stand on. It's all just professing words. Jesus, my Lord and Savior. That part. You view Jesus as God, right? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. You'll do. To go to heaven. You gonna be the second. Meaning y'all are all lambs. That's why y'all speak like that. Y'all say, Jesus is my lamb. And y'all view yourselves as lambs. And that's a sacrifice thing. And that's what y'all are. For a reason. Meaning all of this is for a reason. Man screw up. Man like play with the spirits. Then he be bound to them. And so y'all just to sacrifice out. And y'all religion got to do with sacrifice. It's the whole point of it. This ancient sacrilege. Y'all just sacrificed to the God. So the person could get, swapped out. It's a deep question you asking if the block captain. Trill Chris said my grandma going. She'll have hella company. They rape in hell. If you ever took DMT or one of them psychedelic drugs, and you happen to end up in one of those realms of those entities, everything I was just explaining, the spirits, you got raped, didn't you? But you didn't tell nobody about it. And they rape in here. Just letting you know if you were a Christian. You see how they have all these near-death experiences being promoted to y'all online? And at the end of all of them, they could be like, you could tell like, oh yeah, this is just something to get me into Christianity. Right? All near-death, you can go check yourself right now. Now watch YouTube. They all got a near-death experience story, and it all got something to do with Christianity at the end of it. You see how I told y'all my near-death experience, and it ain't had nothing to do with no religion. This shit had to do with reality only. All of being sold on Christianity. Because there's so many souls going, to the abyss. That's going to be legions. And so they went out. Your mama sacrificing you to Christianity because she went out. You say, no, I don't think my mama would do that. God so loved the world, he sacrificed his only beloved son. And Abraham was going to kill his son. That's your mama religion. Sacrificing kids. You can play dumb all you want. Say, no, I want to believe that. Cool. Then Abraham wasn't going to kill his son. And it don't say in Christianity that God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. You give me up for the world. You're not my daddy. I don't know what you smoking. If I sacrifice my kids to the world for y'all, will be the day. And most parents' brain work that way. I'm not giving my kid up for the world. Why? Everybody responsible for themselves. Why is I'm sacrificing my kid for the sins of the world? And it don't have nothing to do with that. It's all just a test on your morale to see if you fit to be sacrificed to the hunger. It's all got to do with the hunger, the beast. Harry had a little lamb. There you go. Wasn't made for no reason. I'm recruiting y'all into Christianity as kids. Why? You'll see. Jason Curtis said, I can't sleep because I get attacked in my dreams. The dream is just showing you you're still 5. Don't take offense. The intellect of a 5. I had a nightmare. I ain't had a nightmare. I couldn't tell you how long. I've been grown for so long. So that's when the last time you had a nightmare. Blood, I have sex in my dreams. What is wrong with y'all? sex in my dreams. I be rolling dice. I be doing. I'm doing all grown up stuff. Niggas in y'all dreams running away from monsters. Waking up talking about, Mommy! You're 37. Blood! Blood, if you don't get up and take your goofy ass to work. This y'all real life, right? This is a 37-year-old in the daytime. Wake up at the foot of his mother's bed. Is this how it is for a young lady in the day? You wake up, got the face of your father. A face on your father. I'm just playing, y'all get back. It's a little bit of abuse. Just a little bit. It makes it good. I told the chick that, she got mad. I said, man, you got the face of your father. I didn't want to tell her she was good. Look like my dad. Yeah. Got his hat. You got his shoes. Oh, we got those Jordans you got on. Yeah, you got his feet. Got the face of the mailman. Know how your mama get down. That mailman come drop off that check and more than that, yeah. Now, hopefully y'all grasp. Peace and wisdom, Joey 9T. He said you got a good heart and mind, willing to share all this deep stuff. Most people hear but do not listen. Indeed. You have a balanced heart. Fair. Now, I was just messing with you, Jason Curry. Oh, you laughing. But take what I said to heart, though, you know? I'll still have signs of infancy. Like I said, I ain't had a nightmare in quite a while. But it's just the tone of the mind. Meaning y'all got mad fears inside, like y'all 7 years old still. Nigga said, fuck Jesus, that's made up shit. Y'all like that, where y'all say, damn, they really fucked up in the head. These niggas think shit boil you down to stupid, dumb words. God wrong. Sorry. Ain't nobody going to hell for teasing. Let's just start there. This is a grown-up matter. I'm just saying that because some of y'all so kiddie in the brain. I don't even want to waste my time talking. Think this shit boiled down to kid talk. Said, fuck God. He's going to hell. For words, man, I gotta talk shit all day, blood. Ain't nobody tripping off of that except for goofies. You telling me God goofy? You 5. That's how I had a dream about the devil. He was chasing me all over my dreams. In his physical world, he was digging in your pockets and shit while you was having that dream. Cause this the real... This the real land of the monsters. I don't even know why you worrying about what's in dream, blood. You gonna fuck around and wake up here dead. They killed you while you was sleeping. This is why men have house. Sleep out in the wild back in the day after tribe wake up dead. They say we gotta build a house and we gotta build us a stronghold. A stronghold to keep the bad people out. Otherwise, we gonna go to sleep and die. I had a dream he was getting chased by monsters, woke up dead. The real tribe next door, they paint their face like monsters came in there slow. Now, religion have to do with that. If you lost on Christianity and all that stuff, well, hopefully you be in the heaven part of hell. Like I said, heaven and hell is in the same place. Heaven upstairs, and hell is, the basement. But it's the same castle. If you read your religion, it say like Lazarus was in hell, that nigga was thirsty. He's begging somebody, I think Abraham, can you give me a little bit of that breast milk up in your bosom? Okay, it didn't say that, but you get my point? I like to have a little fun with the text because it's all dumb anyway. It's all about just getting y'all to, profess that y'all going to let this God die for y'all. It's just a test on y'all morals, that's all. But Lazarus was begging from water. Lazarus was in hell begging people in heaven for water. Just a little taste. How is that possible if heaven and hell ain't in the same place? Any scholarship you got about heaven or hell, they in the same place. People in heaven looking down on the people in hell. And vice versa. Hell is the way out. So all the people in heaven. It's deep. Heaven where the kids go. That's why ain't nothing but babies in heaven. That's the beginning. Then everybody say, I think it's time for me to leave this place. It's quite strange. Having just a white hospital room. Just walk around here, niggas, it's like, holy, holy, holy. I'm like, who's that? They like Christians, so they don't ever answer your questions. They just keep saying the same shit. Holy, holy, holy. I use the bathroom. Holy, holy, holy. You like, okay. Special ed. I found myself in special ed. So you walk around heaven for a little while. And be like, I heard I had a mansion here. Where it's at? Be like, over there, beyond the yonder. Say, how you did? Then they give you a whole bunch of stories and you end up in hell. And people tell y'all near-death experience stories. They be like, I seen this and that, but then they end up in hell or back here. Nigga, why you here? I had a near-death experience and seen Jesus the Christ. Oh yeah? Why you back here? I thought blood was gonna save you. Nigga kicked you out of heaven. Kicked you out faster than Lucifer. Why they kick y'all out of heaven faster than Lucifer? If you had a near-death experience and you went to heaven, why you back here? Say, I had to, because they said I had work to do. But you don't do work. You're fucking lazy. Why would they tell your lazy ass that? You lazy as hell. What work are you what work are you talking about? Goddamn work. You went to heaven and got kicked the hell out of there. Because heaven is mad. Heaven is mad judgmental. Shallow. Niggas coming here smelling all worldly. You know, Musk. Dewy. Marshlandish, like. Marshy. That basically means like shit. I saw you. Pop up to heaven after you're dead. Smelling like soil. You know, shit. This is why the Torah start off with the barest shit. It all starts with the shit. You have to grasp that. It's a deuterostomy thing. Where like the ass come forth before the mouth. In regards to certain organisms, you know, evolving into being. In the womb, your asshole formed before your mouth did. The very shit. It's a deep thing. You have to grasp. This is why y'all just shit talk. The ass and the mouth go together. It's one thing. It's like inhale, exhale. Y'all put things in y'all mouth, it come out y'all ass. I'm not being rude, I'm just real wisdom. The ass in the mouth. The inhale, the inhale and the exhale manifested. The mouth be the inhale manifested. The ass with a doodle and a fart, which is air, be the manifested exhale. First lesson, mouth in the ass. Y'all talk shit. This is why. It's a deep thing. Peace and wisdom, Joey 90. Now, if you a religious person, so you know you don't really be like, you're not really religious. You're just whatever you are. And so that's your first lesson of self. I mean, you ever goddamn full of shitter, so that's how you got, like, a lot of yourself, so you can be lied to. And the Christians pretend like they read through their book and have an understanding of their religion, but they know they don't. So because they lie to themselves it's how that happened. They end up in the abyss. And so God and devil or Satan is real, and they're both the same person. That duality's of. And the opposite of that thing is wholeness. There's no one above the whole. There's no Eddie Kane in the choir. All on one sound, one accord. That's the YHWH, true God. You could say this is where all come from and start from. From that wholeness. And this is when you and your kids, if you a man, this is when you, your father, his father, all your kids was just one thing. If you say, how's that possible? Your kids was ejaculated out your balls, so I suppose all them little knuckleheads that manifested out was a part of your ass at some point. The sperm is the seed. When a man ejaculating out them seeds, he ejaculating out himself. Copies. But I suppose that all come from one mind. I'm using the man because even male and female come from that. That's first. Before you get an egg cell, you got to get ejaculated out. That's the first birth. That's the virgin mother. Meaning that prostate is the virgin mother. That's where the spirit body manifests from or is born out from. But ain't nobody hit that. And the egg cell is the opposite of the virgin mother. That's the harlot. All she do is get hit. All she do is get penetrated. And individuals come from that. You follow? Spirit body and the body. The egg and seminal fluid. Menses and seminal fluid. So physical life is chemistry. Mix these two liquids together and create an ugly thing that runs its mouth a lot. Hopefully y'all grasp. What time is it? Trying to find your question, STD. Y'all are lost in God and the devil, which is the point. Y'all are lost in a lot of dumb things. Not everything is simple. You got unconsciousness and then you got awake. That's dark and light. Awake being awake. Unconscious being death and nothingness, where you don't even know you exist to your own self. That's all you got in life. And y'all ping pong in between those two realities, eventually becoming one. Simple thing to grasp. Even when you unconscious, sometimes you wake up. You call that a dream. So like that, when y'all die, you got awake and nothing. And everybody gonna get what they supposed to get. Either awake or nothing. in this place that you in right now is just a deciding factor. I'll say it again. In unconsciousness, you have dream. This is place. And awake. And then you have unconsciousness, which is just the abyss. Y'all don't always dream. Sometimes y'all just get the abyss. Other times y'all dream. It's good. It'll be a nightmare. But you get my point? And so that's it. Physical life already taught y'all everything. Y'all gonna die and either have a dream or a nightmare. Or your ass going straight to the abyss. Depends on you. You say how long for forever. Say how long is forever. A second. How can forever be 1 second? Ain't no time in forever, blood. You're just lost in the moment. That's why we got life and death or sleep and awake. If we didn't, then you niggas would just have 1 day. You'd be stuck in it. And you are. But do you get my point? And it helps for your perspective to not realize that. And so you have time and space. And then you have before time and space, which is forever, eternal. But that ain't nothing but a second, a moment. Otherwise, how long is forever then? How much space you need for forever? That part. Forever is just a moment in a day. A day is just some separate shit from forever. So where do you go when you die? The same place you go when you go to sleep. That darkness. Y'all think that's a joke, man. Y'all are gonna be in darkness awake. You see how you go to sleep now and you don't even know you exist when you in that darkness? When you dead, you gonna be awake there. You gonna get it. I'll keep reaching for make-believe. Life already showed you everything. 1 day showed you everything. And you get 1 day a bunch of times so you can get it. I suppose seeing a thing once ain't enough. So y'all see a day a bunch of times. But a day already told you everything. You was born, that's waking up. You live your whole life, that's your day. Then you die, like you fall asleep. And you will be given dream, nightmare, or nothing. Say, Solace, I want good dreams. Well, you're not gonna get it. Well, you're not going to get it. Because if you want good dreams, you have to take the bad ones too. It goes together. You say, Solace, I want sun. You have to have night. That way when you get the sun, then you know you got it. See how simple that is? Solace, I want to get wet. Well, it's because you're dry. Whatever you want, you have to have the other thing first. This is just a lesson in manifesting. Y'all manifest like impoverished bums and don't know what you're doing. Yeah, I want to be rich. So you acknowledge you're poor right now. You acknowledge you're the opposite thing. And that's what you get. Make sense? Again, I want to be rich means you're poor. So poor is what you get. You get the heart's desires. You have to not be poor to want to get rich. You can't be poor and rich. Not sure if that makes sense to some of y'all. You, you say, I'm going to meditate or try and manifest wealth for myself. And so you see yourself as poor. You can't serve two gods. Poor have to get from poor, and the wealthy have to get from wealthy. In that, you have to figure it out. The mind is poor. The mind have to be wealthy. In that you grasp. It's not wealth that you ask for. Poverty either. Y'all slow. Now I'm gonna ask for poverty. You can do that. Two-sided coin. Life is Vegas. The house always wins. The house always wins, big baby. And so it's a deep thing. Y'all are just being led through life. It's my breakfast time. Y'all are interfering. But y'all are being led through life. And y'all will be controlled and led until y'all control self. Meaning y'all will be thrown into unconscious, dream, awake for the rest of y'all lives. Like y'all been being did thus far. And that's your will or your mind being controlled and thrown wherever. You ain't got no say in it. But at some point you have to. And when that happens, do you get it? I have to use the restroom. Hold on. At some point, like I said, you have to control your own will. Free yourself from, unconscious dreaming away. I'm sorry. I know y'all like, damn, Silas, you over there struggling? Don't worry about it. I got it. I know what I'm doing. Now, where am I at? He said, I think he's coming back. He's the wise one. He always come back. It's all crazy, man. Ain't nothing like some natural vagina. That's fruit. The loins. Now, where was that? I'm sorry. You know, you don't get splendid like this, you know. Look at that. Then if the block captain said there's no death, yeah, some of y'all high. Y'all like to tell yourselves things to make yourselves feel better. There's awake and there's unconsciousness. And them two places is separate. And so you explain that. And you say, ain't no death. Okay, child. You keep playing on that. I better stop playing on life and truth before that day. Meaning before y'all die. Y'all all got that amount of time. You better use y'all elders and y'all grandmamas and whoever y'all need to use to kind of grasp. You get my point? And y'all die with lie in their head. And so you can convince yourself whatever you want. No, Jesus was their Lord and Savior, and then blah, blah, blah. And we all seen that they died. Yeah, explain that. You're gonna save them later. See what belief do to the mind? The fucker will go all the way to the bottoms of the bottomless deep. Not making no sense. Let me help some of y'all out. This Jesus character y'all got, this fake, you could throw him out the window. Now what he is a mimic of, save y'all from unconsciousness every day. You don't wake your own self up. That part. You got saved already. A lot. And so you better grasp a thing before you die. Because you're going to be left there for good that time. You don't need no book. You don't need no dumb talk to grasp that. Every day you sink into the abyss. That's unconsciousness. You don't even know you exist to save your own self. So don't say you woke your own self up. You forgot you even had kids. When your mama sleep at night, she don't even know y'all exist. Somebody could set her ass on fire. She wouldn't know till she start burning. I'm saying that so y'all could grasp when y'all there, y'all dead. That's dead. And you get that lesson every day. And by the grace of the Holy One, y'all get, resurrected from that. Every day. Even when you get knocked out. Let's say you have a fight and get knocked out. It's by the grace of the Holy One that you rose from it. You could have stayed there. And so every day y'all get the lesson. Every day. Begging for more. Jesus gonna be my Lord and Savior. How many days? That part. Dante D said, yeah, amen. This ain't Christianity, champ. I'm not sure what you smoking. Ain't no amens here. That part. You an Egyptian? Because amen is amen. And amen is the Lord of below. An ancient Egyptian. Need to learn to be quiet. Speaking is for those that know. not those that's guessing. This ain't Christianity. You didn't hear when I said Christianity got to do with dumb people being tricked? I'm coming here talking about amen. That part. I explain ancient texts. Christianity got a book. How you got lost in all the Christian stuff, I wouldn't know. But my channel got to do with ancient texts. Not Christianity. That's for the lost. You're a Christian, you don't read. You're a kid. You're a Hebrew Israelite, you don't read. You're a kid. You say, no, I ain't. Well, then why does that nigga be reading for y'all? They said read, then this nigga read for the rest of the people like they retarded. Tell the nigga, blood, shut up, I can read myself. Ain't nobody 8 years old over here. Y'all are lost in the kid things. Dante D, you got to make sense when you comment here. I'm gonna let you go in a minute. Too much blabbering. It's not good to sniff yayo when you first wake up. It's not good to hit that bottle when you... Stop bothering y'all, I'm sorry. Lisa said your setup is so perfect for you. Just think I'm on the setup time, blood. A lot of y'all need to snap into reality. They think life a movie. They think this a show. They think I'm their star and this is a show. You don't realize you can see me in real life, I'll beat you up. Say, why you gotta beat us up though? No. Or you think life is a show. I'm a man with kids and I got shit to do. A lot of y'all don't get that through their head. Dante D say God is love. God is whatever y'all say. God is love, vengeance, the savior, a lamb, and a fucking turtle. It's like I said, before all of that, God was a squirrel. Just Google, who was the squirrel god in ancient Norse? Nigga name was Ragnarok or something. The squirrel Ragnarok. Too much kid shit for me. Peanut butter and jelly is a person. I don't got time for this. Stop flirting with me, Dante D. I ain't with the homosexual stuff. So, Joey 9T said, just thinking deeply about all of this starts messing with my mind a bit. Everything just seems a little paradoxical at times. It's simple, y'all just don't like to accept reality. That part. You can go to sleep, right? And go into that darkness, right? Okay. You think that's gonna stop? I'm just asking because last time I checked, y'all die. And so, that ain't gonna stop. You can get lost in anything you want. It's a waste of time. Lisa said, do you agree with Billy Carson on ancient texts? When in your brain did you figure out that Billy Carson knew what he was talking about? I'm not disrespecting Billy Carson, I'm just... Don't he seem like he trying to figure it out? So you say, like, you agree with Billy Carson? He don't even agree with himself, he don't even... What he talking about? It's just like Terrence Howard. What he talking about? Besides it sounding like he trying to figure out something. But it's preschool stuff. 0 times 1 equals 0 because 0 times 1 is to say 0 one time. 0 once is 0. 0 times 10 is 0 10 times. That's going to equal 0. Nothing 10 times is still nothing. 10 times 1 is to say 10 one time. So the answer is going to be 10. Terrence Howard went through all that deep thinking part. Meaning y'all completely dumbed out. The ego y'all got is so beyond reality, it's embarrassing. That part. Can you imagine if you was Terrence Howard? How truly embarrassing it is? Because I think y'all overlook those things. This is where you be getting all of that weird behavior from. Where y'all be overly butthurt. If you wondering, like, why they be so butthurt? These niggas be online talking with so much enthusiasm, not making a piece of sense. Again, 0 times 1 equals 0 because of why I just said. And that ain't even that hard to grasp. That nigga figured out all that other shit. Why he couldn't figure that simple thing out? Say, I don't see why 0 times 1 equals 0. It should equal 1. If you was really wise, you would have figured out why this shit equal 1. I mean, why it equals 0. Nigga think wise is making up some shit. I don't know why 0 times 1 equals 0, so let me make up something. As opposed to getting to the point of the question, which is why does 0 times 1 equal 0? That part. You don't skip over your own question and answer it for yourself by saying, because it doesn't make sense. That's why. That part. Y'all be idolizing people that's great actors, great backflippers, great boxers. Great at whatever they are, but not wisdom, then y'all be lost talking about Billy Carson's deep. I think y'all all dumb as hell by y'all own choosing. I see y'all choose to be stupid. It ain't even an insult. It's y'all choice. Y'all get a following and get souped the hell up and forget with self. I don't know shit I'm talking about. You got to grasp if you got a theory or a guess on something, you gonna get the reality of it at some point. Y'all be on YouTube pretending beyond y'all reality. You on YouTube pretending like you got boxing skills, never had a fight a day in your life. Real people that had fights can clearly see this goofbag never had a fight a day in their life. And just seeing YouTube videos of niggas boxing and they're mimicking whatever they see. Like that. Y'all play dangerous. You can't fight. You on here pretending like you can. You critiquing people that got bullet holes, knife wounds. They fought their whole life. They will destroy you. This is the game y'all in. Pretending with yourself to y'all own demise. How you forget you a fraud? When I'm showing y'all boxing, just go before YouTube in y'all times. You get my point? And from the times when you slap box outside every day, so how you don't got hands? Everybody I grew up with, they know the fundamentals. I learned how to fight by watching YouTube videos. I got cuts in my eyebrow. You see that? I got cuts in my eyebrow. 42. Been fighting longer than you ever gonna be alive, probably. And I knocked countless niggas on their ass. I never lost. Okay, I made that part up. I always win. I only lose if I get snuck or something like that, because my shit just sharp like that. But y'all see how sharp my shit is. You ain't really gotta question that. I don't believe nobody sneak you. You wouldn't fight me straight up, so why would you think anybody else would? You think somebody trying to get beat the fuck up on a fair one-on-one fight with the short guy? No. Especially after I beat your ass, they gonna be like, you didn't see he had hands. If I beat your ass, you don't think nobody gonna tell you that? Blood show his hands on YouTube. You didn't see he had hands? Just a question. I'm saying, man, I think solid soft. After I beat you up, you don't think nobody in your life gonna be like, you don't see that nigga doing them backflips and all that shit? You don't see how sharp he punched. You didn't think he was gonna beat your ass. Alright. Y'all delirious in today's time. I want a lot of attention. And that, you get my point? Y'all will compete to y'all own demise. Terrence Howard also said silence can be heard. I said ain't no such thing as silence, they still making it. Okay. Why would I care what Terrence Howard said? There's no disrespect to Terrence Howard. He wiser than you, I suppose. You know how stupid he would look in my presence? Start going into his theory on 0 times 1. You know how crazy that would look if I be like 0 times 1 just means 0 1 time. 2 times 2 is just to say 2 times. Y'all embarrass yourselves. This shit's simple. Everything. Y'all go mad deep. And it be so simple. And so you get my point? Billy Carson, he was trying to explain the flower of life. I got a little post up. I showed y'all what the flower of life is. It's simple. Them the sacred geometry patterns, they got to do with the circadian rhythm in the menses blood. And I don't know no science. Y'all don't know nothing real. You get my point? That part. I'm talking to y'all like talking to one of my kids. They don't know shit, but they pretend. The sacred geometry patterns y'all see, they come from the circadian rhythm in the blood. The rhythm is a vibration. As the menses blood is evolving to the egg, the circadian rhythms change. Pattern changes. When the egg is conceived, it came from the blood. As it's evolving into body, it goes through those same geometrical shapes and forms as it's evolving into body. The egg being the menses blood itself. So you get it? Pisces vesica. This is your first segmentation after the zygote, where one split into 2. Flower of life, that's the marula. The seed of life, or the germ of life, that symbol is your 8-cell stage. Now y'all don't know any science or biology, meaning what I just explained. You don't know none of that. So now let's say Billy Carson's going super deep on the flower of life. This is the ancient geometry from the Mayans left in you get it? If you're watching Mr. Billy Carson, please don't take offense. I'm wiser than you are, so I don't have that same admiration that fools me. I like that. Billy Carson to be watching right now taking offense. He don't realize you a kid to me, blood. Are you high? I will smoke you in wisdom. Why should I be so? Why would I be hyped up over your wisdom? This shit is wrong. Y'all don't realize that. Y'all be wanting me to be overexcited about the people y'all talking about. They still dealing with they wrong. Like, ain't trying to work it out and figure it out. I'm not trying to figure out nothing. I already figured it out. You start with balance and honor. You got to be honest and fair. Y'all can't seem to do that. And so, do you get my point? You know, we'll be talking beyond points y'all whole life. But Billy Carson, Terrence Howard, these people are done. We got too many people that follow them. Terrence Howard, he's a famous actor. You get my point? You're not convincing him anything. I don't even know if he listens to people. But I'm saying that way. Like those people, them kind of people done. Once you get famous and a whole bunch of following, well, you ain't got balance and equilibrium. You gonna get overcame by that darkness. That people, that's a darkness. Y'all get lost in y'all fame. Y'all lose y'all way. Everything's simple though. If you say no, I don't think sacred geometry patterns got to do with the egg cell. Everything got to do with life manifesting out. The sperm cell, egg cell stuff. The birds and the bees. You get my point? I mean, y'all got to learn the birds and the bees first. Y'all don't think the birds and the bees got to do with having sex, and it don't. The birds and the bees is the germ cells on both sides. The sperm cells is the bees. Grass. So everything's simple. Teach, I'm in here in Uganda. Salam, shalom. Make sure you pay your dues, especially if you African, because y'all some scamming ass niggas if I've ever met. Africans, that is. Niggas will talk you out anything they can. No, if you do like this, then you will see. Nigga, get the fuck out of my face with that shit, blood. I do not want a haircut. African trying to convince you he know how to cut hair. I can do it with a machete. If you don't get the fuck away from me, cut your own. Shape your own hair with that. I don't play like that. You Americans just don't know. Then leave. We didn't ask you to come here, blood. The white man did. You ain't got to tell us shit. Because we don't care. Sonetta in them said we were African. Sonetta, hi, we don't care what you say either. Just leave. Take them through. Let me stop borrowing. No, Sonetta like this. I was going again. That little motherfucker go again. I can't help it. Y'all like kids. Having fun. Y'all know Sonetta to be down there on 2/5 with them Africans. That's where he learned how to scam from. Everybody that know Africans know they scam artists, masters. They ain't that good, but you get it? I would talk you to death where you just be like, here, man. Here, just give me your flip-flops and take my Jordans, and they're trying to convince you his flip-flops. These flip-flops is the flip-flops Michael Jordan. You know Michael Jordan's from Africa. Shut the fuck up with that. I won't tell you everybody black from Africa. It's still in our heritage. Y'all know black people started dice. No, that started in Africa. No, it didn't. This shit started up the block, man. With that nigga Black in them. You know, every hood got a nigga named Black. All he do is roll dice. Blood always short. Like, I say if you rolling dice and gambling, you must be short. Say, I'm gonna roll some dice and gamble. You short on something, blood. Why you in? What you got ain't good enough? you trying to flip what you got? What is it short for? What is it short on? Like, shit is deep. He said they can talk. You ain't lying. Africans will bribe. Go to Harlem. You gotta go to Harlem to the east side. You got the best Africans over there. Some of them ain't even Africans, so like that's what I'm saying. Cold blood black Americans pretending they Africans. Shit go deep. You see the black people pretending they Hebrew Israelites. That nationality don't even exist no more. The Hebrew Israelites had sex with all kind of people till they became Jews. We don't even know what that is. Say, man, we Hebrew Israelites. We from the Vulcan. Whatever that is. You know, they be making up shit. That's my point. You say, what's the Vulcan? I don't know. I made it up. That's how they do. Hebrews, that is. They be standing on the corner. They be like, read. Then 25 seconds, 30 seconds, even sometimes 5 minutes pass because the dude that's reading can't read for nothing. He don't know where no chapter at. He said, brother, can you pull up Joshua number 1575? And the, oh, hold on. Yeah, give me a second, brother. I got it. Dude be standing there arguing with people walking by while he getting it together. Nigga, if y'all don't get up off this corner, man. Dudes out here got good dope and heroin being sold on this corner, and here you niggas go. Standing on the corner line. I remember when niggas stood on the corner and sold dope. Niggas on the corner selling lies now. Like I said, you know your real nationality is a Hebrew Israelite? Nationality mean you a pet, man. A nationality mean colonizers came to your territory and built it up into a city and named that shit whatever they did, and you took on that name, slave-minded fool. That's how I talk to Hebrews, because they stay dumb talking. That's how you know your true nationality. Nigga, nationality is made up by the colonizer or whoever developed the land. A Puerto Rican because they named the place Puerto Rico. You know, Puerto Rico. You know, Rico and all them dudes, they pulled up over there. That shit's simple, you gotta grasp. A Haitian is called Haitian because the place they live in was developed up by colonizers from France. And they named it Haiti. And they made the people take that name and the language. That's why black ass Haitian be talking about some parlez-vous from blue, 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 blue. They speak French. They never been to Europe. I know Haitians. They never been to Europe. They speak French. That part. Their lands was colonized by Frenchmen. And them Frenchmen named that place Haiti and taught them how to speak French. And they took on the nationality Haitian. You got a nationality, that mean your ass is a pet. That mean you a Babylon monkey of a city or country. Other than that, how you get a nationality? That mean a nation of people. Shit, all it is family. How you get to become a whole nation? You must have been having sex with a whole bunch of people. And so a Hebrew Israelite is not a nationality. A Hebrew Israelite is a nigga that just got out of jail and trying to find it. He don't want to go back to the gang, so he said, I'm gonna try for one of these religions. Maybe I can do something for myself. I ain't fooling nobody. I've been there, minus the jail part. Let me go see what these Hebrews talking about. Next thing you know, I'm having sex with all the chicks in the Hebrew. Kick me out of here, blood. I don't think you go like that, but I can't help myself. All these sheeps. And then they get a good word that's gonna send them to the abyss. I said, let me have sex with them before that happens. Hey there, little lady. You wanna do Bible studies later? You feel me? Because you got a network on the Sabbath. You can't watch TV or nothing. So I tell them, like, can I come over your house and we can fellowship on the Sabbath? Oh, big old said, put my leg up. Oh, shut up. I'm about to break your back. You ain't gonna have legs. You're not gonna have legs when I'm done with you. I'm just playing. I'm sorry. Let me shut up. Why is so many black people on YouTube cussing and trying to scam desperate people looking for answers by using tarot cards? It's very little of the black communities. I'm not sure what you're saying. You must be another race. But you're right, there's a lot of black people online playing all kinds of children games. I don't know. Black people don't grow up that fast. That's why we look younger than all other races, and y'all look all wrinkled and done like an old California raisin. It's all mine. Black people grow up slow in the head, and it reflects in their appearance. The rest of y'all grow up fast as hell in y'all mind, and y'all be looking all finished. A white man, 33 years old, dude, look 80. So do you think? Edmund Riggs said, you're way underrated, Solace. Indeed. Whatever that means. This ain't the show, so I wouldn't know. Nature Samurai said the Chinese and African language sound alike. China colonized Africa. China was in Africa before it moved to China. So it's too hot down here. We need to head our way north. The ancient Egyptians is Chinese people. And now they got them drones and their eyes look all stupid and shit. They're Chinese people. I know you say, no, they was black. Well, look at the damn pictures again. They're Chinese people. That's why you have ancient Egyptian dynasties. And you have Chinese dynasties. Japan dynasties. Still now. You don't have ancient Egyptian dynasties still in play in Egypt. Why is that? If it started there, why is it not still there? That part. Because those people left and went to wherever y'all call up Far East. It was cool over there. And so the ancient Egyptians, you know, the pharaohs and those mummies and all that, King Tut or Tutankhamun, these is Chinese ancestors. You know, the Japanese, Chinese, the Far East people, these is their ancestors. That's their ancestry. That part. I ain't saying they ain't get the brown skinned people from the place to do the work. That's still happening now. But I'm just saying that's they shit. You want to understand ancient Egypt truly, and then take your goofy ass to China. You still have the same kind of names and stuff. Tutankhamun, that's a Japanese shit. So try to grasp. Errol Ortiz said, you are definitely not Socrates. Blood said, I ain't Socrates, like he got hella writings on Socrates. Nigga, you don't know but 3-4 quotes of Socrates. Whoever said he was wise? You follow the shit put in place to make you dumb. That part. Ain't Socrates the dummy that said, something about something dumb? What's the phrase Socrates said? I think it's Socrates. When he said, like, a wise man knows he knows nothing. And that's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard in my life. How that even make sense to y'all? A wise man knows he knows nothing. A dumb fucking fool don't know nothing. So what's the difference? That part. Niggas is selling niggas on being dumb. Otherwise, you explain it to me. A wise man will waste his time to come to realize he don't know nothing. And some of y'all dumb as hell, you know something. You feel me? Even the dumbest nigga you know, he knows something. According to Socrates, you know. Wise men waste their time getting wise to realize they don't know shit. Sound like special ed to me. As you become wise and you unwind from society and all the BS talk, you'll come to realize what I just said about everything. It's just put in place to keep y'all in y'all cycles. You get my point? I'm not saying Socrates wasn't wise. I wouldn't know. Blood is way before our times. The way y'all hold on to the past quite amazing. Niggas is still talking about Mike Tyson, the best boxer, blood a senior citizen. You know, the way y'all hold on to the past. See why y'all ain't got nothing new. It's a law of nature, samurai. He said they will blackball the copper tone image. A blackball me, champ. I don't. You can't be blackballed from what you ain't a part of. And you down with the Crips? Say, nah, I ain't down with no Crips. Whatever they blackball you from, you wouldn't know. Not a Crip. That's how you get my point. The truth will set you free. There you go. Wisdom is silent. It's an understanding. The talking out part is just the talking out part. You get my point? You have to become wise on y'all own. Not repeating what wise men say so much. Ain't gonna hold no merit for you. Y'all have y'all own experiences. Y'all own experiences will bring y'all to the same answers that others' experiences bring them to. Y'all don't speak y'all own experiences and y'all don't speak whatever the next person said. The next person be about, not as dumb as you are. Well, you're not dumb, but you get my point. And just the whiz haven't been put on the front yet. Wisdom. You're working on your whiz. So you're not dumb, you're just you're pre-wise, that's all. Don't take offense. I know y'all got mental problems. I don't want to argue. I'm sorry. Thank you to whoever gave back. Keep it coming. I believe in balance. Foundations of the teachings. I'm gonna have to stop teaching y'all at some point if y'all don't get balance. Lisa said solids, cause you manage having multiple wives. Sure, as long as I don't have to call them wives. I can just call them my little thotties with their nice bodies. Because you're an excellent teacher and women love men that enlighten them, amongst other things. I got other thoughts already. It's tough though. They don't want to acknowledge, You better stop hating with that bitch. Shut up. Stop acting like you don't know I got. I'm sorry. Let me shut up. I don't want to piss anyone off after that. You never know who's watching. I don't have a lot of nothing. Celibate. This is the best way to be in life. And keep yourself to yourself. You hear? And you won't have any problems. Now, you see how it works? And come on here to give y'all deep wisdom. Now you want to make me a polygamy or whatever you call it. Somebody lost in a polygamy. Probably not in this type of society. But y'all are strange. Y'all questions are strange. Say, could I manage having multiple wives? That is the dumbest task I can see anybody taking on. Women are annoying. It's not an insult. Just a thought. Women are quite annoying. You get my point? Your vagina good. It carries over. Like, good vagina, you say, yeah, I like her, man. This is how men work. So the vagina good, he be like, yeah, she good people. And she ain't giving no vagina, he like, she's a bird. She's dumb. I don't really like her that much. She gets on my nerves a little bit. So like I said, the vagina carry over a little bit. Give you a little time. Where a man be like, nah, she cool, I like her. That's the vagina. Arthur, I want to get some of that. And until I do, I'm going to say she nice. Outside of that, women are kind of annoying. If you a woman, you ain't got to take offense. This is not my perspective. This is just reality. The women are annoying. Everybody knows that, even women. That's why y'all look to hang out with men. And women brains too shallow. They talk about dumb shit all day. You get my point? And pulling from their emotions, so they get a little annoying. And you said multiple wives. Why would I want multiple headaches? Multiple naggers. Where you going? Where you going? Shut the fuck and get away from me. Take the knife and kill yourself. Ah! I'm leaving y'all. I don't see how would a grown ass man with experience want a bunch of wives. That's like asking for a bunch of kids. Because I already told y'all a woman grows up to be a boy. A boy grows up to be a man. A little girl grows up to be a boy. You put a hat and baggy clothes on your wife, she is a 13, 14, 15-year-old boy at most. Again, put some baggy clothes on her, some sweatpants or something, and put a baseball cap on her head, and you're going to be like, damn, she look like a little teenager. Women advance into boys. Boys have to evolve into men. And now the man have to watch his wife and babysit her and stuff like that. If you marry right now, you don't have to watch your wife like a kid. I just made that up. You have to check on her like she a goddamn 5-year-old. Now hold on, I gotta call my wife right quick. She's 5. She will start crying like a baby. If I don't check up on her, make sure she need me to bring her dinner or something. Like, she's a damn kid. Now, if you a woman, you're gonna take offense a little bit, but I'm just being real with y'all. It's a man's mind. See, if that vagina wasn't good, I will give this kid up. I'll tell you that. It's the man talking about his wife. I'll give that little kid up if she stopped giving me vagina, because she like a baby. She say she want me to buy her a whole bunch of stuff too, like a kid. Give you a new perspective, huh, woman? Meaning when you're dealing with real men, that's how they look at y'all. I say she got the mind of a kid. Buy me a bag. It's like the equivalent of somebody saying, can you buy me some toys? You want me to buy you a business? Of course not. She's a kid. She wants a bag or something. She wants something to keep her attention together. Nature said Shiraz Dalazi, I don't know who that is, said most black women in America don't grow past the age of 14 years old. She did pretty good with that. I gave y'all 8, 9. A woman got the emotional state of a child. All of them. You ain't never seen no chick that was just like, nah, you right, big baby, my fault. Give me some on it. You get it? Hell no. They gonna whine you to death and all of that. They gotta be right and a kid. Drill Chris says some people will call you misogynistic for what you say about women. I don't mind. Chicks is little kids. Why would I care what the kids talking about? You get it? There's women in life. I don't care what the little girls, the little boys. I wouldn't care what they talking about. It just go back to what I said. Too emotional. Now, every woman in here know everything I just said is true. Y'all nag like little kids. You gotta be checked up on and all this goofy shit like a kid. They don't have the security of an adult. You have to keep reassuring them like a teenager. But these is realities women don't look at about themselves. So you get my point? And get what they are. Which is a little boy they gotta take care of, and they be bickering all day talking about, hey, niggas ain't shit. No, you're just a kid, so that's what you attract, and that's the end of that story. And real men are avoiding you. A real man mind like this, I ain't about to bring nothing in my mix that's gonna give me a headache or interfere with what I got going on. That's like 80% of y'all chicks out here. Too lost into society. You get my point? A chick want a man so she could show other chicks she finally got a man. And that a real man say like, bitch, you annoying. You annoying the fuck out of me, man. I settled down so I could settle out. And your ass wanna go on Front Street. I could just be single. Next thing you know, you feel me? She lose her man cause he like, shit, if we gonna be on Front Street, there's hella hookers on Front Street. I might as well get me a few. And find you a man, you sign off. You don't parade around your goods like a dumb fucking fool. That's how you lose it. And so that's lesson one. When you become mature, you don't parade your things around. You get it? When you settle down so you can settle out, get out the way. You got what you need. She said you are obviously not coming into contact with highly intelligent women because that is not true. A highly intelligent woman is just a woman that you can't talk to no more. Meaning she think, it's like I said, women is children. So an intelligent woman mean how strong. She probably think it mean that. Like she's strong and will argue you back and forth and all of that weird stuff. Intelligence got to do with being able to identify when you right and wrong. Nothing else. Standing on that right. And that I've seen many women that's supposed to be intelligent, but all I see is like a dude. It's a thin line between a woman staying a woman. You get my point? Meaning y'all lose sight of what's a woman when y'all trying to be other things like strong or highly intelligent or anything. Y'all kind of take on a man persona, if that makes sense. Meaning if a woman is becoming wise in her ways, she will take on like a man persona. A woman becomes independent and takes care of herself, she starts to act like a man. You get my point? Where you're communicating with her now is like a bumping of heads for anything because she's truly like a man in her mindset. And so it's a deep thing. Lisa said this is disappointing. It's only disappointing because you're like the type of woman that I'm talking about. You're like a child. And that you don't grasp nothing I'm saying. You are whatever I'm saying, so you take an offense. There's women watching right now that's grown and they're agreeing. They're like, yeah, I wish we'll get all them bum chicks out of here so so we could get what we need. Because real women ain't on Front Street. They ain't doing what you doing. He said, do you know they are women scientists? Have a child's mind. You went from intelligence to careers. You don't have to be that smart to be anything in Babylon. You just have to go to school. You don't have to be smart to finish school. You could cheat through school, a bunch of stuff. It's all about paper. And so you said, do you know there are women scientists? What that got to do with wisdom? Trill Chris said Candace Owens is an example of how a real woman should be. Candace Owens reflect what I said, where they start acting like a man. And Candace Owens can't be classified as wise because she too lost in hip-hop. And always talking about what hip-hoppers is doing. And that, you know, she was just a geek when she was growing up and she really wanted to be a part of that realm because y'all tease what y'all feel like, you know? I could tell the same with Charleston White. He wanted to be down with the rappers so bad. He got one eye, a big shoes, you know, weird shit going growing up. So, yeah, y'all shied away from the things y'all admire. The gangs, the rappers. And that, y'all get grown and y'all start attacking these things, but y'all really want to be down with them. This is why when Candace Owens is on the stage with Killer Mike, he's just a rapper. He have nothing to do with wisdom. She's so happy. You're on the stage with T.I. and I'm debating. She happy. I really want to be dumb. Candace Owens is just a little girl. A lot of y'all need to grasp these things. If I ask y'all when did Candace Owens start speaking, most of y'all probably gonna say early 20s. Might have been a teenager. Who knows? Y'all throwed in the daytimes, man. And there's some old chicks out here about 55, deep in the mind. You talking about Candace Owens. Huh? Again, there's chicks out here about 57, 58. And they can hang with me. And you talking about Candace fucking Owens. No disrespect to Candace Owens. I forget this generation. Y'all got mental problems. But the people y'all view as wise ain't got nothing to do with wise. That's just entertainment for y'all. You get my point? Wisdom's something else. They may not never get there, but nature said you have to just remember what's on paper. Women's memory go a long way, especially if they get emotional. A woman's memory goes a long way, one-sided. They remember anything you did to them, but they don't remember nothing they did to provoke it. And so, y'all don't take a time out to observe people. I observe women. There's nothing you could tell me about a woman. I know their nature. A woman is a liar. But got some good stuff. Got some good stuff. Every man in here like blood is telling the truth, but I am not gonna say nothing. Women are liars, not necessarily on purpose. They just saw they weak, so they go with whatever they hear, things like that. It's just like, you feel like, no, that's not true. Y'all Christians believe in Santa Claus and all these lies y'all got from women. That part. Otherwise, you tell me what you like. Most dudes is straight up unless they trying to impress some vagina. Other than that, most dudes could just be straight up. They don't really care. They don't even care if they wrong unless it's chicks present. And they like, nah, nigga, I ain't wrong. You don't know. That nigga feel embarrassed. There's chicks around. Women don't take a time out. Everything I'm saying, women know. This is why y'all seek out like men groups to be a part of, or maybe y'all seek out men. Y'all kind of know what I mean, like y'all feel like y'all need some guidance or y'all missing something. You have to grow. That's all I can say. Starts with self-awareness. Outside of that, women gonna be kids. Every man, let's say you 40 years old, you've evolved beyond your mother's mind. Every man in his mind know, yeah, I'm past my mom's thought. You get my point? She's still lost on kid shit, man. But you like, that's my mom on this. You get it? She got her life. But most men, they know that. By the time a man hit 23, 24, he start realizing, man, my mom's, man, she don't know. You get it? It ain't a man breathing that ain't get to that point where he start to be around other men. And he realized, hold on, my mom don't. Y'all intellect go to. Y'all can be influenced on y'all emotions. You get my point? Meaning a woman, they like. I'm teaching a woman, she liking me. She can't just learn, like. She want to start to like me and shit now. In that, if I don't look at her. Now she mad, she don't want to learn no more. You get it? I ain't giving back to him because he didn't look at me. They like that. They can't focus. without the emotions getting in it. And so I suppose that's the point of a man. A man ain't emotional. He logical. He get with a woman, he get a little emotional, she get a little logical. And I suppose you have a balance from there, but don't ask me about things if you don't want the truth. Now didn't ask me about men. Y'all ask me about women. So there it is. I guess you suppose I'm a man, so I'm on men's side. I ain't on nobody's side. I'm on the wild side. And dumb is dumb. And I leave it like that. But a lot of the people y'all name, I'm really wise. You don't have to name anybody. Ain't nobody y'all naming on my level in no way. And that ain't no insult to them. Everybody coming along on their own time. But it should be clear, I'm way further along than all y'all. Y'all can all come together. That ain't nothing but 20 minutes. I'm in the careers in 3 seconds. Like the theories and things y'all have is so easy to debunk. Y'all don't test it on nothing. You get it? Y'all shape and form y'all theories, but y'all don't bring it to nothing to see. Let me see if this is thorough before I present it to the world. And that, you get my point? Terrence Howard could have asked the whole world, anybody know why zero turn? Y'all don't test y'all theory against anything. In that, the theory be weak and shallow as it could be, but you didn't test it. And that, when it get chopped down so easy, then y'all be butthurt. But it's like you should have tested that out first. Anybody could think of something to say and it could sound good to them. But is it good though, all the way? And so most of y'all are coming to see the things y'all blabber. Yeah. Khan said, Candace is a nerd, and so are you, broski. I was never a nerd, champ. I wouldn't even have to front on that. Most of the people y'all have is tough. They come from my times, man. They follow me. Y'all got teardrops and shit on your eye because of me. A lot of y'all don't realize that. You got a big homie, he 40. If me and him grew up together, he would have been doing what I tell him. That's the truth. You watching right now, you about 40, 41, 42. You grew up in my neighborhood or something like that. That part, I didn't bully you. It ain't even a bully thing. If I told you to do something, you ain't do it. I was going to ask you more than once. That part. Y'all got me as like, y'all little kids to me. Y'all big homies is little kids. I probably was slapping them around at one point in time. That's not joke talk. I'm just a joker. I'm funny, but you get it? In real life, get real. You get my point? I was not a part of the nerds in high school. But kids that sold dope and shit like that and killed people, it was people I slapped around. I'm not joking when I say that. It was people from Eden. I went to John F. Kennedy. There was dudes from Edenwald in there. They used to come to school with shotguns. I slapped all of them around. They said they was going to jump me and cut me the next day. They had no clue I was the big homie because I'm little. They said, yeah, that little nigga be going. All the girls in school is calling me like, yo, don't come to school tomorrow. Those Edenwald dudes going to jump you. I pulled up to school by myself, slapped the shit out of all of them. If you went to Kennedy with me, I'm lying. It happened on the 4th floor. I stood there, wait for them all to come and got the deck and all of them. And they was copping, please, begging. Talking about, please, bro, we didn't know. Ain't nothing to know. We already going, like. Then my big bros came and was like, chill, you gotta leave them alone. So I told them, y'all can look at my feet. If you ever make eye contact with me, I'm gonna blow your jugular. And for the rest of that school year, them Edenwald niggas looked at my feet. They never looked me in my eyes. 3-4 years later, my little cousin, my little homies from my neighborhood, they went to that school and had a run-in with the same niggas. And I pulled up, and you know what happened? They with me. You know what happened? Oh, my bad, bro. Y'all don't know who y'all dealing with. Back in my day, you ain't had no chance. I'm gonna just keep it real with most of y'all. You had 3, 4 words. You didn't have no chance. Whoever you know is tough, some deep killer. I'm telling you, man. They was getting hand put around their throat. And that ain't cap. Any nigga my age tell you otherwise, bring him forth. You gonna see your own self, him start stuttering when he talking. Cause I done did some things, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like the start of all this shit y'all pretending y'all on. I had them big guns on me back in the day, tattoos. Nobody had this shit. Y'all like, you get it? Y'all like little me's. But I ain't there no more. But when I look at y'all, that's what I see. I say like, damn, they like I was when I was 17, man. Running around lawless. And whoever tough. So they in my way. You know that's how I moved if you know me when I was young. I don't care whoever tough, good. Let's see. They in my way. And so most of the tough people, we cool. They'll tell you first, like, no, blood solid, Lee. Don't play with him too much. He old school. When I say old school, I mean I'm before y'all times. I'm like, what y'all reach to pretend y'all are. But so many generations done passed now. Y'all mimicking me and don't know. I'm mimicking my big homie. Big homie was 5 years old when I was out there. I used to buy him fucking cheese doodles and shit from the store. A lot of y'all big homie like that. If I was from your area, big homie somebody I used to buy lollipops for and shit. And when he get a little problem, I might pull up for him. Make sure he good or whatever. Most of the people that come before my time, they're just gonna tell you he was always before his time. Like, he was one of them little dudes I snatched up and I used to be around him or have him around me because he was on a certain kind of level and I can hang with him. And I learn whatever I learn from them. They keep me up on point. You get my point? And that's that. Capital City Bully said, stop lying, cheese. Salam. You ain't never seen nobody come before me capping too much, so I ain't got to lie. I've been doing this for quite a while now. I'm sure y'all would have seen somebody pop up. Trying to pop up in my live and be like, nah, I know this nigga. You ain't never seen nobody pop up nowhere in front of me talking about, I know this nigga captain. I'm far beyond y'all. Meaning some of y'all, like, I was out there early. You get it? I was in school. Meaning if you my age, you was going to school when I was out there. So like, I'm before a lot of y'all time. I'm just older now, so you know, I don't mess around with all that nonsense. And it been like that for a while, but don't get me caught up with the goofy stuff. I know you just fucking with me, champ. I don't like y'all to get caught up in that, because that's where it get dangerous. You get my point? Have a kid one day thinking like, man, this nigga's a fraud and die. That'll really be what happened. Like, you know me in real life, can you imagine a little kid one day coming to play with me? I don't know he a little kid dumbed out. I just think you must be smoked out, nigga. And you get my point? This shit could get dangerous. I come from the times where niggas is squabbling up. I squabble with niggas 3, 4 times my size. My whole life. And I win. Like I said, if a nigga ain't sneaking me, I can't tell you no L I ever took straight up before. And that's with people like 3, 4 times my size. And that. A young kid on here playing and you play with me one day. Snot and shit all in your nose. This shit different. You get it? Y'all like play. Y'all like little kids. I don't think y'all ever seen like the real. You get his jaw broken all shit. It get nasty. I would recommend all y'all that's young, don't play with people my age. They not from your times. They are going to put hands on you. And a lot of dudes my age, man, they get it. We ain't from video games times. You either in the dojo or some goofy shit. Your mother put you in the karate school or the boxing to keep you off the street. And so you get it. A lot of dudes my age, they look old, but they could still do whatever they was doing at a young age. And that they be to knock the snot bubbles out of half y'all nose. You get it? They ain't fighting like y'all fight to be like I won. They come from a time where you fight to punish somebody so they never even get the thought again. And that jaw be all broke, nose be all bloody. Nigga be clean knocked out, he still punching him in the face just to make the point. Like, I done seen fights like that. Dude not clean out on his back, sleep, and bro still knocking him. Like, don't never play with me again. Slob coming out, the nigga's already knocked out. It's over. He don't care. He say if anybody touch me, you gonna get the same thing you get. He knocked a nigga to the last piece of his life left. When you hear a nigga like, I barely breathe. You like, yeah, he beat the dog shit out of him. I got an OG I grew up with. I don't care, I'm gonna say his name. Everybody know him. The OG Zoe. The nigga was in his white face, blood hit him with a 2-piece to the ribs and hit that chin. Blood was in a coma. This is what I seen as a kid. I'm like 12. I said, damn. 2-pieced him to the ribs and knocked him out. Blood hit the floor. Blood flew from it. And that word was going around our projects, man. Blood done put him in a coma. He did that to a few niggas over his wife. They keep getting in his white face. The other dude, 2 to the body, 1 to the chin. Rolled down the stairs. Coma. Another dude, he hit him with the jackhammer. Coma. That's what if you young, don't bother nobody from my times of before. They gonna send you to the hospital. Coma. It's different. He said, I grew up on cartoons and video games. Y'all gotta chill. But the older people, man, they gonna put you in a coma. Y'all don't got no videos on YouTube where like an older person knocking out a younger person? So you could kind of see like, oh yeah, they doing different. They going harder than like what we thought. So y'all better grasp. Walking by your man, honor with them ski masks on in the daytime's uncommon to a street dude. I don't understand what you said. But if you young, y'all gotta be a little more cool. It ain't about being tough. It's about being tough when somebody like playing with you. Other than that, it's about being in good spirits, being happy. Ain't nothing to be tough about for nothing. You see how y'all be like challenging people? Don't come from them times. You don't do that. You get my point? That's like asking to die. You don't know them people while you playing with them. I come from them times where that's what they gonna say to you. You don't know them people, blood, what you doing? Meaning your owner step up and tell you that, hold on, why you over there like, some of y'all done been there where you like, yeah, my elders had to step in and was like, why is you all on this shit, man? Go over there. You don't know them people. Don't even start that. Y'all be starting problems with people y'all don't know. You don't never want to do that. You walking down the street, somebody look throwed off in the head and they trying to get your attention like they want to fight. Keep walking. Blood, bro, keep walking. If he pursue you, then you get my point. Smash him out and keep it moving. Y'all be like in challenging spirit. Like, the dude was looking at me, so I'm looking back. Keep it pushing. You're gonna come across weirdos your whole life. You gotta learn how to keep it pushing and just do what you doing. Drill Chris said Logan Paul versus Mike Tyson. Who you got? I don't bet. But I'll watch it. I got Logan Paul. Mike Tyson's old. Gotta respect age, like when you old. You only got room for real fights when you old, not play fights. I'm saying that because you really old. A young person could play fight. They bones is strong enough for that. The old man play fighting with you but lose a teeth because his teeth already loose. His bones already brittle, so he done sprained his ankle fucking around with you. You not, but he did. When you get a certain age, you wake up out the bed hurting. How we know Mike Tyson not gonna wake up that day and just have back problems like old people do that day? Nothing don't have to happen to you when you old for you to get injured. If nothing don't have to happen to you for you to get injured, then that mean, you get my point? It's more likely he going, I don't know. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But just, you gotta be smart. When you get a certain age, and you got no room but for real fights, meaning somebody wanna really fight you, and they really knock your teeth out, you get it? It was real, so you like, what can I have done? He pressed upon me, he wanted to have a real fight. But now imagine you old and you play fighting and lose that teeth. You like, damn, why did I even play? Like that, you gotta respect when you old. Tussling around with the young and sprain your ankle and all of that, and ain't nothing happening to them. And they ain't even touched you. You just sprained your ankle because you old. That part. You threw a punch and your shoulder popped out because you old. Your bones are rusty. Tyson at that age, you gotta be careful, man. You get in that ring and throw a punch too hard and you get it, have a damn stroke. He throw that left too hard and make his own heart cave in. Anything can happen at his age. He pushing senior citizen. Y'all think like if a person from the ghetto or the hood and a person from the suburbs mean something. Y'all brains is too shallow. Y'all don't have no experience. You think cause you from the ghetto that don't mean nothing. You could be from the hood, you could be from the suburbs and dust your ass off. In regards to skill, well, he got more money to get to the skill. Your ass from the hood and the ghetto, you gotta get it however you get it. That part. Prince Harry got more skill or know at things than most of y'all because he got the money to know anything he want. They let Prince Harry go fight over in the war and kill people because he want to know how it feel. You from the ghetto, you don't have that experience. Like that. You got to always keep in mind if a person got more than you, they got opportunity to know more than you. They got opportunity to have done more than you. And you got to keep that in mind when you challenging them because you working with a limited thing, meaning you gotta get it however you could get it. I ain't saying that ain't good enough, but you gotta always keep that in mind. And that, it wouldn't matter if somebody from the suburbs or not. Can they fight? If they could fight, you're saying they from the suburbs is not gonna change realities. This is why when y'all get that from like Gervonta Davis and stuff. It's just stupid talk. Blood is from the bottom of the barrel, so I guess he won't make that look like something to y'all, but it ain't nothing. A Tank was sleeping outside on the street most of his days in front of the gym like a bum. You get my point? And he learned what he learned from the technicalities, not from the dirty ass hood. And Calvin bringing him in that gym and teaching him structure. That's the money stuff. He ain't learned nothing in the streets about how to be a bum. And so it ain't about that. The Gervonta Davis y'all got that got the skills, this is somebody that come from money. He's speaking like himself from the hood, but everything y'all see of him now is suburb. Meaning the suburbs may tank what y'all see now. But he giving the glory to the hood. And that he say, man, I'm from the hood, blood from the suburbs. The suburbs is what got him where he at. In terms of his skill, in terms of his successes. The Tank that been living in the suburbs these last few years. Not the Tank that was sleeping in front of the gym homeless. You get it? That Tank didn't get Tank nowhere. It's when that Tank was taken out of that fucked up environment and put somewhere else that y'all get to see what y'all see. And so all of y'all that's pumping and pulling for the hood, you need to get out of the hood so you can see what you got and what you are. The hood already did what it could do for you. Meaning wherever you are now, that's the hood work. When people leave the hood, their life changed and they be giving all the glory to the hood like the hood make them the solid thing they are. It was the suburbs and those peaceful areas that kind of solid y'all out. Make y'all perfect y'all crafts and things. Not the ghettos. That's not to knock the ghettos. The ghettos is what they are. They constructed for us to have the mindsets that we have. And some of y'all have to get out of it. But you don't want to never get too lost where you're looking at the hood as if some glorious thing. It's no achievement to say I'm from the hood. And just mean you was broke, man. You come from the impoverished side of things. There's nothing to brag about. So hopefully your young grasp that, man. Do something with yourself. What are you gonna grow up and tell people that you used to be tough because nobody don't care? You get my point? So grasp. And I tell people I'm the wisest man alive. Check out my literature. You get my point? Not, oh, I used to be tough back in the day in a gang, you know. That hold no merit. Especially amongst adults, real adults. Hold no merit. Everybody was something when they was a kid. That part. You gotta be something that matter. A gang member ain't something that matter. Being from the hood ain't something that matter. It's the higher ups that tell y'all stars to try to like pull for their street cred. So in that the stars y'all like, they pull for their street credibility or they try to like show y'all I'm from the hood. But they don't know why they do that. Now the higher ups, you know, the ones that be giving their little advice, they telling them to do that to keep y'all like that. Y'all admire the stars, they act like they so hood, so then y'all follow suit. Your average young black person in the daytimes, they don't grow up in the hood. Again, your average black person in the daytimes, they not really growing up in the hood, bro. That part. Y'all got decent lives like T.I.'s son and shit like that. Y'all ain't really growing up in the hood, but it's promoted to y'all to make y'all feel like, well, I gotta be. And that's the whole point of that. Trying to bring us backwards. And that we get out the hood, then we trying to pull a show like, no, I'm part of the hood, and you get it? In my times, it wasn't like that. People left the hood all the time. And whoever they messed with, they brought them, you get it? Outside of that, wasn't nobody leaving the hood and then, you get it? That's dumb. Everybody had the same thought. Get up out of here. If the thought ain't to get up out of there, it's to clean it up some kind of way so that you could live there in peace. That part. It wasn't about just being from the hood. What does that matter? I'm just telling you from experience. The hood ain't do nothing for me. It get me in a bunch of trouble. You gotta rise above those kind of things. Hopefully y'all grasp. Y'all being promoted to things that's gonna keep y'all low. As long as y'all low, others could be high. You gotta have a brain to know that when you're young. You're gonna be pushed down so others can stand on you. You gotta have a brain to know when to like, you get it? Say, I ain't with all of that bump. Meaning people gonna try to dumb you down. And that's how they can get over on you. they can't dumb you out, here you have it. And so you got to look at it like that. You young, people only want to deal with you because they feel like they can manipulate you. And if they feel like they can't, if you young, you notice that. Say it seems like people just want me to go with whatever they want me to go with. And if I don't go with their shit, then they don't want to help me or do nothing for me. Good eye, son. Don't lose that. There you go. If you don't let them rule over you, then they don't want to deal with you. That's lesson one. You better get your feet stern on that. Or you gonna be doing whatever you told for the rest of your life. Doing what people want you to do. You gotta become solid where people know that ain't even for him. Whatever I want him to do or this person to do, there's a whole bunch of goofies in life that I can make do what I want and manipulate their brain, but he ain't for that. You want to be separated out from certain things where people know he ain't on that kind of time, so we won't bring that there. You move that way. I'm getting dried out from all this talking, so I'm about to depart. Peace and wisdom, Khan. Yeah, you should have said something, then I wouldn't have had to go into all of that street stuff, because that stuff behind me, but y'all be getting it confused. I don't want none of y'all to get me confused and say, man, he in wisdom, and I try to be straight. I'm a wise person, I'm humble, peaceful, and I'm going to give you a little room to be a fool, because I know, you get my point? Y'all young. I ain't dumb or nothing. Y'all young, I get it. I'm going to give you room, Pharaoh. But if one of y'all walk up on me one day and you get my point, that shit gonna be deadly, man. And I wouldn't want that kind of mistake. And y'all like, man, he gangster, blood. I told you from jump, I'm a man with all that goofy shit. But to each his own. And I suppose a few people ain't gonna ever hear anything I said. You get my point? You'll get dusted off, but the thing is everybody. You don't want everybody. BX said, I seen your post when you said blood thicker than water. Ain't got nothing to do with liquids. Blood thicker than water. But family ain't got nothing to do with liquids. Family got to do with being solid. And that, you get my point? All that blood and water shit's for the birds. You could have the same blood in you as me, nigga. Are you solid, though? That part. If you ain't, we ain't family. You just a nigga I know. And the same go for friends. They like the water. Wouldn't care if you my buddy. Is you solid? Cause you being my buddy gonna measure down to that. Be your friend every day. Then when you need them, they know where to be found. So again, your buddy gonna boil you down to solidness. How solid they are. Not how you sink them every day. Same with your family. Your family ain't gonna boil you down to, oh, y'all got the same blood. It's gonna boil you down to if they showing up for you. You get it? So, a lot of y'all need to learn those things. When you'll be born into a family, whatever you born in or whatever you have for start is just your start. You'll end something different. Yeah, some of y'all gonna be born into families, but when you 60, 70 years old, you're gonna have a whole new family. It's gonna be real, but it's gonna be a whole new family. You get it? Where you like, damn, ain't nobody out. It's all on how you change. So you get my point? Some of y'all gonna have the same shit you had from day one. That's gonna show you like you never evolved in any way. You get it? Because when you evolve, there's going to be some shedding. If you grow in mind, whoever you around now, because your mind grew a little bit, y'all gonna clash a little bit because you ain't got the same perspective no more. Whenever you grow, you have to make room for that. You can't grow and then the person stay the same in their brain and y'all don't clash. You have to grow together. If you don't grow together, the space is gonna make for y'all to be separate. Meaning if you love somebody and y'all tight like that, you better make sure y'all keep yourselves together. Because once y'all separate and you're hanging here and they're hanging there, that space is gonna make for, you get my point? Change your perspective. Y'all bounded to people because of their mind. Whatever friends you got now, y'all friends because of mind. Not because y'all live in the same area or place, but because of y'all mindset. If one of y'all mindset drops or raises above the rest, that's going to be the one that have the conflict amongst the rest of y'all. You have to always keep that in mind. When you're growing as a person, it's a shedding involved. This is why famous people always be like, man, people hating on me. They've grown beyond their environment, and so now everybody from their environment is becoming their clash. They just have to stay stable and know that's normal in life and don't feed into it. A lot of times we like to rub things and make it worse. Just understand growth. You graduated the 9th grade, the rest of your friends still in 8th grade. They a little mad at that, so they talking shit to you and all of that, but it'll pass at some point. They'll realize, oh, he's still down with us and shit like that. He just in a whole nother grade and we need to get our shit together. And when it be like that, just be solid. Make sure you're growing. Not, looking down and stepping down so much. That's how you step on people. Just move forward. Sometimes all you can do is be a beacon of light. Meaning all you can be is a light ahead of the road sometimes. So some of y'all need to realize that. You made it wherever you made it in mind, our finances, and all you can be is a light down the road. In regards to you going backwards and all of these things, just go forward. Life is forward. Can't go backwards. You can only think backwards. When you're doing that, you're stuck. So, keep the mind going forward. Try not to get attached to anything that you have because you're going to be growing. You get it? You don't want to get attached to this person, this environment, that environment, because you as a person, you growing. In that, can you imagine a flower or the tree that's all attached to the little bucket it started off in? That part. Damn tree can't grow no bigger because it refused to get rid of its bucket. You gotta view self like that. I start off in my small bucket with my small mind, but I'm gonna be growing. And that I don't want to get too attached to things because they're gonna become my stagnants. Look at it like weed. Your boy dumb, but that's your boy. You getting wise as hell. He's still dumb. You get my point? One of y'all gonna make the other. Meaning you either gonna transcend him into being wise or he gonna make you dumb. Now the real truth, a wise person can be dumb, but a dumb person can't just be wise. And that when you wise, you gonna be the one to go backwards. It's easier for the wise person to go dumb or play dumb than it is for the dumb to play wise. Let's say you wise, so you got your little dumb friends, you play dumb around them, but they can't pretend. They can't pretend they wise like you in your circles. That shit, no. Like that. And have to take that same reality and say, damn, if I'm hanging around the dumb, it's more than likely they gonna dumb me out before I wise them out. Because they don't have the ability. I still have the ability to be dumb. Get it? They don't have the ability to be wise. And so you have to grasp. They want to enjoy things in their time. This has nothing to do with you abandoning things or leaving things. You just have to do with you being aware. And knowing when you've grown. And that whatever resistance and things you get, you don't got to get so lost into it. It may just be a matter of your growth. When your growth become normal, and everything will balance out. Said that happened in New Jack City, trying to be your brother's keeper. Gonna put everything in jeopardy. You have to be your brother's keeper, sister's keeper. What I'm saying don't have nothing to do with those things. We speaking of where you like to let your mind linger. I have brothers, well, I have a sister, friends, things like that. But I don't let my mind, they need me for something, I'm here. But in regards to me lingering around them, well, I ain't trying to dumb myself out. What's the point? You get it? And the same with a Christian. I'm far beyond their intellect. Well, I want to be all around them and they trying to convince me to be some shit I already evolved past. Like that. And that I got Christian friends and family, but I'm there when they call. But outside of that, I ain't trying to linger around. You gotta know your growth, man. And know what got you to grow. I separating myself from a lot of things is how I grew. And that going back just ain't nobody trying to go backwards, they don't. So it's a deep thing. Now if y'all don't have any questions, I'm gonna depart. I guess I'll come back later and do this video in regards to the spirits. I'm a little off track. But wisdom starts with balance. A lot of y'all have to start there. And if you come here, you have to make sure you give back. Balance is the foundations of everything. I'm going to do a video where I explain that in depth. That way we can move forward, right? Because I can't teach y'all if y'all not balanced. That's not a joke. You get my point? That's just real talk. But y'all can be. You could be as unfair as you want, but I can't serve two masters. You have to do your own thing. Teach yourself. Just in the self. You can't control the outer things, only yourself. You can't control your surroundings. You can't control the people in it. You can just control yourself. And what you present for and what you refuse to be. That's it. Everybody focus on their self and bettering their self. When I say bettering the self, I mean the emotional state in the mind. I'll get lost in the money. Bettering yourself with money, making your emotional state and mind horrible. You get the mind and the emotional state stable. Better the self in that way. And that's all you can control. You can't control this person's perspective and how they want to view things. And that's what most people's problem is. You want to control the next person's brain instead of their own. This is why all y'all brains is controlled. And y'all looking to control other people. And you should be a Christian. You ain't taking control over your own brain. That's why you come in here trying to tell me to give my brain over to somebody. You should be a Christian. Why? That's what you did, sacrifice your mind to the religion. Now you telling me to do that. And so I'll say again, everybody got to become self-aware. Worry about their self. Get control over their own brain. And that y'all won't be reaching to control other people's brains. You're going to be whatever you are. My brain ain't control, so I teach y'all to free y'all brains from all this dumb shit. The next person brain is controlled under this doctrination of that. So he tell you you should let this thing control you. You have to be aware of what people are. Some of y'all learn from slaves. Grown and get told what to do. And that's what they tell you. Say eat this and do this and that, and you grown. They got did like that. Everybody gonna try to make you what they are. And so you better be aware of what people are. Some people free and some people ain't. You better decide what you want to be. Other than that, you get my point? Enjoy being told what to do and stuff like that for your whole life. Once you let somebody tell you what to do, there is no going backwards. There's just y'all having a problem after that. If you lost, your parents tell you what to do. When you stop wanting to listen and do your own thing, and they kick you out the house and tell you to live in your own house then, and then they be mad at you while you living in your own house and shit until they come to terms that you grown. And you don't have to listen to them no more. Sound about right? Same with your girlfriend and your boyfriend. You and your girlfriend arguing because she won't do what she tell you to do and think like she wants you to. And yeah, it's going to be like that. Because you let her tell you what to do all the time. Now that you ain't, and you changing, you're going to have friction. That's why I say it's best to be solid from the jump. Because once you let somebody rule over you, ain't no getting out of that. There's just getting into a problem from that. Meaning you can do whatever they say, or then they're going to be like, you know, it's going to be your problem. NFT Zone said, these kids may not be acting a fool, but they ain't staying with the Democrat plantation. The Democrat Republic is slave talk. The Lessers talking about who they like better. He said, I vote for this person to be president. I vote for that person to be president. And you vote for yourself to be shit. That's why you ain't. I don't vote. Why? I'm my own president. Trump your president? Trump, whatever he is, ain't got nothing to do with me. Obama your president? He whatever he is, and that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. Blood ain't about to pull up to my crib and make sure I'm good. So fuck him. That's simple. I'll be claiming shit that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Trump my president. Oh, whatever. Last time I checked, I'm my own president. I gotta make things happen for myself. Outside of that, you wanna be my leader and ruler, nigga, you need to be making something happen. Other than that, what's the point of being a boss and you ain't got no plate? I could be my own boss. And so, y'all gotta get out of all the slave-minded things. Y'all still think like lessers. Peace and wisdom, Chanel X. Y'all think like lessers, like this thing should be over you or that thing. Never truly committing to being over yourself and standing on your stance. Your stance being right and true. Most don't do that. Just stay a kid forever. Now I'm about to depart. I'm starving and dried out. Hopefully y'all grasp. Like I said, I'll come back later. Salam.